The Giants need to leave the run game behind and start passing. I don't know what the fuck they think they're doing.
You're on mute.
Do,
Lizama.
Does he know
Are
he's
they
on
still
mute?
up?
Is
hey, French, you on mute?
he's on mute for you guys, right?
You guys hear me?
Hey,
You
that's
guys-
the way. Hey, that's the way we're starting out the show, man. I
You-
started
yeah.
the whole show. Welcome to Celts Chronicles. Hey, man, we got No Border Sports in the house. 49ers First Takes. Peter Lucas from Niner Fanatic Podcast. We got Wolf Niner. Or hold on. We got Wolf in the house. Bash in the house. Brandon. All the links to everybody's descriptions are in the description. I think I messed that one up as well. We got Beto. We got everybody tonight. We are rolling deep. We're gonna have some fun with it because I feel like that's a missing piece of the game sometimes. When we do this YouTube thing, when we're fans, sometimes we get stressed out when it's divisional and playoffs and championships on the line. So, man, I wanted to bring some joy, some fun to the game tonight. Hey, how are all you guys doing? I don't know who I'm going to start with. You guys can all talk over each other, but what's up with it? How y'all doing?
Let's go.
I'm pretty
Doing good.
pissed
You
the
guys
fuck
hear me?
off right now. I'm pretty pissed off.
I'm
with
doing
this,
a lot better than the Giants are doing.
Yeah, exactly. I'm pretty pissed off with this lack of performance they're putting on the field today, man. Pretty
It's okay. They're
disappointing.
just making
Wolf,
the Eagles
Wolf,
feel like
are-
the fool's goal. Like
Are
they're
the
winning.
Giants? Hey, I got a question for Wolf. Are the
What's up?
Giants like a second or third or fourth team for you?
Cut that out, bro. Come on.
uh,
Cut that out, man.
It's
Hey,
really
hell
their
no,
team.
man.
It's really his team.
You know what? I would like revenge on the Giants. You know, it's kind of quite the opposite. You know, we got history with the Giants too. You know, just ask Kyle Williams.
Are the Giants this bad, or is the Eagles, or are the Eagles this good? It looks like the Eagles, man. They're a juggernaut type of team, man. So,
They're
man,
going
I'm
to the
gonna-
Super Bowl.
hey, they
I think it's a
nah,
little both.
they're doing what? What was that, Beto?
No,
I said
he's just
you can't hear me. I said they're going to the Super Bowl.
Oh, well, hold on.
he's
I
just
got
saying
some-
what everybody
Hold
else
on.
is saying tomorrow.
yeah, but
Boo
hey,
this
man. Hey, I want to. Hey,
that picture
boo
of that
this
girl,
man.
man, cracks me up. The one's crying. Ooh.
Oh my
yeah.
god! Then they got
Hey, I had
that
it.
doofus there.
Hey, I had to do it, man. I had to do it. Hey, what's up? We got Jesus in the house. We
What's
got
up, Jesus?
Raphael 562. We
Long
got a
Beach.
super chat.
Long
Holy,
Beach.
I don't know who got the super chat. Was that? Hey, man. Hey, do I got some money somewhere? Hey, Bay Area baller, Bay Area baller done hooked me up, man. I appreciate it. It's not floating. Hey, good stuff,
Shout
my
out
man.
to
We
Baller.
got
a baller.
Bay Area baller. Hey, man. So let's just start this dang thing off, man. Hey,
What's
we'll
up,
just go.
Jake?
We'll go around the dang table. We'll start it
Really?
off. We'll start it off with Ryan. Hey, so how you feeling about these playoffs so far? You could talk about whatever you want, man. Whether it's Pat Mahomes, the Eagles. What do you think we're gonna do to the good old Cowboys tomorrow? I'm super juiced up. I know y'all are. So go ahead and start it off, my man Ryan.
Let me go with Jesus's question right here. Is this the end of for Daniel Jones and the Giants? I don't think so. I think they got that. They finally got the taste of what they've been looking for, and they're scared if they get rid of it, they'll never find it again. So I think Daniel Jones is going to be around for another year. Yeah. Keep it moving.
I mean, no.
What about your thoughts on the game tomorrow?
Oh, are we just doing that? Okay. I think our 21 personnel is gonna really cause the Dallas Cowboys to have fits. I think once Kyle figures out what the rules of their defense are, you know what I mean? Usually it's somewhere in the second quarter, he kind of figures it out, and he kind of makes those quick calls on the play, quick not calculations, but adjustments. He makes some quick little adjustments in his play calling and whatnot. But when it comes down to it, like, I don't know if they're going to be able to hold up, because with that's 21 personnel like this, we broke the Seahawks defense last week. That's why we're getting open in the middle of the field. We broke their rules, and we found it and we kept exposing it. if we do that with their defense, it's over. It's game, set, match. Because I don't think with our defense, Dallas can keep up.
Yeah,
Their
I
offense
think
can
that
keep
I
up
think
with
that
ours.
Kyle knows Dan Quinn. I mean, they worked together for what, a couple was it a couple of years or just 1 year? But either way, like they were on the same team. Like they know each other very well. I think Kyle knows what Dan Quinn wants to run. Like they've got enough tape on what Dallas does, and I think it's really gonna come down to execution. And are the 49ers going to show up like they have been these past 6-7 games, or are they going to, or is he going to pull a Shanny and decide that he's the smartest person in the room and change up everything that he does? So we'll see.
No hablo inglés.
No mames.
No mames. No mames way. No mames way.
We're gonna get better with translator.
Can we just
hear-
agree
who
that the
spoke?
49ers need to come out fast in this game and not wait
Absolutely.
for the second half to start
Yeah.
making some moves?
I hope so. They better come out fast.
This is the game.
Well-
This would be a great game for the Niners to kind of what do you call, like enforce their will on a team and then let the defense see if they could find that identity that they had maybe the first 8 games of the season. You know what I mean? Like the Niners are a good front runner team who comes out fast, puts a couple touchdowns on the board, and then you allow your defense to kind of go to work. They're not. I'm not saying that they can't come back because Brock's kind of proved that they can, but Dallas offense is no slouch. They're not a slouch. They can move the ball, they can score points. It'll be interesting to see how Kyle, what kind of games he plays within the game with this pass rush and how he could maybe take advantage, kind of like how the Chiefs did, of our aggressiveness with Bosa in that game that we lost. Maybe do the same thing with the Cowboys, where you're gonna bring the house all the time, but we'll make some adjustments. We'll screen you to death. We'll just have McCaffrey catch like 10 passes in one drive. You know what I mean? Like I want to see it. I want to see an aggressive 49er team. That crowd needs to get into it. Get the faithful into it early. Dak is known to throw interceptions. This could be either a shootout or this could be a one-sided victory by the Niners where they kind of come out fast and then put the clamps on. But I don't think that'll happen. I think both teams are way too good for that.
Yeah, man, just looking, I don't know, man. I got the feeling that we're going to be seeing like what we're seeing versus this Giants team with the Eagles, and there's a fumble, as a matter of fact. But anyways, man, I feel like we are going to be seeing something similar with the 49ers, man. I personally think we're going to beat the brakes off of them. We're going to put a good old molly-whopping on them.
That's what I think.
Hey,
too.
man, I look at Jimmy Garoppolo last year. He played awful, and we still dominated. I look at Jimmy Garoppolo versus the Chiefs. You look at that safety, you look at that Hail Mary in the end zone, you minus those, and we're hanging with the Chiefs. Now,
Careful, Kelsey. You might have somebody make a parody account after you.
Hey, they could do what they want to
saying
do.
bad stuff about Jimmy.
Hey, come and bring it. Like, I am not sweating it. I'm not tripping because, hey, even if I do lightweight trip, man, I never let them see me sweat. Even if I am, man, when I sneeze, I ain't blinking. I'll put it that way.
Nope.
Shout out Eminem. But hey, I'll let y'all take it off, man. I'm supremely confident, and that's maybe one of my biggest worries. Just how confident I am versus this Dallas team. I'm not even gonna try to make it like that's just what I believe. I feel like we're gonna put the hammer down on them. I could sit here and give them a little credit and say this, that, or the other, but I feel like we're better in just every single level, every level of our team. I feel like we're just a little bit better. Is the Dallas Cowboys? They're good, but I just feel like we're great. That's just the way I feel about it. Hey, can you talk yet, Bashar?
Yeah, he wants to know if we can hear him.
Can anybody hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can
we
hear
can
you
hear
now. Now
We can
I
hear you now.
Thank God. Okay. I'll say something later. I was just really pissed off because I felt like the show started and we never did a sound check for my mic, so we're good now.
Hey, you're good, bro. You're good. It is all to the good. What about you? What about you, Brandon? How you feeling tonight and today about the playoffs, about tomorrow? What's good?
Playoffs.
What's up with it?
I'm feeling good. The only thing I'm pissed off about is the stream to working on my channel again. I don't know. We'll continue the show, have a little
I'm
fun,
not paying the bill.
but I'm excited for tomorrow.
How about your guys' channels? The rest of you guys are you guys like? Is it going on your guys' channel?
Yeah, mine's
I'm
working.
pretty
on
sure
mine.
that it is.
Okay, that's
I'm
weird.
pretty sure that it is.
That
Like,
is
I don't,
weird,
yeah,
bro.
I don't know. This is the second time I did it when I did a show with Rich the other. But it's
that
all good.
iPhone. That's that
Hey,
iPhone bullshit.
Hey, well, what? Hey, well, what my? Hey, what my middle?
Look at Wolf.
Hey, what my middle daughter would say? It is what it is.
yeah, it's showing on
Yeah,
mine.
It is.
I see Peter's
now we're
is
late.
working, Ryan's,
Is
and
mine working?
Yeah, mine's working.
no. So Wolf, Peter, Wolf, Peter, and Ryan's is working.
So
Oh, my.
did you guys see the 49ers activated a couple players today?
Yes, they did. Janoris
Who is that?
Jenkins and that defensive lineman. Forget his
Alex
name.
Barrett.
Ty?
Alex
Is
Barrett.
it Ty? Oh, Alex Barrett.
man. So they're going defense heavy here. So I'm liking what I'm seeing from that, man. Now we do got to check on Drake Jackson. I didn't get to see if he was going to be on the active roster.
That probably means he's not gonna be. He hasn't been the last couple of weeks. It's like they're just
I know.
kind of keeping him in the bank.
There's a reason for that. He's probably not doing some things that he's been asked to do, or maybe does he play special teams?
I don't
Does
think
anybody know
so.
if he plays special
No.
teams?
I don't think
I haven't
so.
seen him. Yeah, I haven't seen him all
Because
year. But
anytime, and people always look into Kyle and maybe saying like he doesn't trust guys or whatever, but like there's certain things that in practice that they look for, Kyle especially. I know Ryan can agree with that. Like in practice, they want to see if you're on your P's and Q's, and I think some guys maybe they don't practice as hard as they need to or take seriously things they need to, and that's why you sometimes see some people inactive on game day. Danny Gray had some issues early in the year. We don't know exactly what they were, but there were definitely some issues with Kyle. So not issues with Kyle, but some issues with some things he wasn't doing. So it could be very much that they just rather go with Abucom and Amenahu. I was about to call him Omenahu, but yeah, Amenahu.
Yeah, I just think that they want to go with experience, like down the stretch. Like they gave him his reps throughout the season, and he flashed all season. I just think that they're probably just going with experience because he doesn't have an injury, and I haven't heard anything
Is
about
Ridgeway
them
suiting
being
up?
unhappy. Rich? No, I don't think so.
No, he's on IR.
He's on IR.
yeah. Yep.
Who was it who came back the other week? One of our big guys.
It's Kevin Givens.
Kevin Givens. Yeah.
Evan Givens.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Is he suiting up?
He should
Yeah,
be.
he'll be there.
He played. He
You think
played.
maybe you
against
think
Seattle.
Kinlaw actually shows up for this game?
Who?
Go ahead.
Givens played against Seattle.
Yeah.
No, we don't
Yeah,
have
he
any
did.
injuries. We don't have any injuries outside of Garoppolo, Trey Lance, and Emmanuel Mosley. So
And
Well,
Embry.
Garoppolo's going to be on there on Sunday with pom-poms and knitted skirt.
No, he doesn't show up to games that he's not a part of.
Oh, Beto, you can't say
Yeah.
that.
Hey, I have a
because
question for you
people are
guys.
gonna attack you.
He's
Oh,
gonna be holding the
darn.
boombox. Hey, come bring it.
Yeah.
Come bring it,
There you
man. We
go.
ain't tripping on nobody about no damn Garoppolo. Hey, look, I'm gonna keep it. Hey, I'm gonna keep it lit.
Come on,
I'm gonna keep
homeboy.
it. I'm gonna keep it lit, and I'm gonna keep it real. That man,
You're gonna have a-
Garoppolo. Hey, professional Garoppolo. We applaud you for what you've done here.
Appreciate
but,
your
man,
service, bro.
We
Yeah,
But it's
appreciate
time
your
to go.
services, bro.
But
But
on the way out,
you're slow. I mean, you're slow.
Remember the Saturday Night Live, the airplane. Bye-bye.
And,
Yeah.
hey,
yeah.
See
that
ya.
man Garoppolo.
Hey, real
Hey.
quick, do you guys think we'll see
49ers.
Drake Jackson?
We
Say
Yeah,
bet.
we
what?
just talked about that.
he's been an
I hope
active
so.
scratch.
He's
I don't
been
know why.
inactive like every like,
Active.
the last like 4 games.
Yeah.
I want to see that wingspan wrapping up Dak Prescott, man.
I want to see him bat down some passes, get a sack, do something.
That too.
Not
Like
gonna
we
play.
actually spy
You got the
the
league
quarterback
lead
in this game, or we just let
batted
him run around
passes.
like usual. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh,
Oh, you
That's a good
interrupt,
call.
bro. That's
Great
what we do
question.
here.
because
See
Jimmy
where we
was
are?
talking about this third dimension.
Hey,
I
we'll do
do.
it.
They're
You
not
guys,
gonna
don't
spy.
apologize for
They're not gonna
interrupting.
spy.
That's what we're gonna do here tonight.
Nah,
so
yeah.
don't-
Hey,
don't
we
trip.
wanna all. Hey, I think we can all collectively say we want to say what's up to everybody in the chat. We see
Exactly.
East
Yeah,
and Red
for
Ghost
sure.
podcast. We see
Yes.
Edgar in the house. 49ers throwback in the
Him and
house.
Lee.
Hey, I still don't know why I was blocked on Twitter, but it is what it is.
Edgar
Just
and
like
them.
my daughter says. We got No Border Sports in the chat. I mean, I think he's right here and in the chat, so that's kind of cool, man. Hey,
Exactly.
Is that a
Yeah.
fake? Is that a fake? name there?
We just want to say
Burner.
we appreciate
Formerly known.
all you guys. Real
Are
talk.
we gonna have
Not
a
a
formerly
name.
we're gonna have a formerly known Rich Kelt soon coming to the chat?
Let's go. Man.
That's funny, though.
Let's
Watch.
Formerly known as 49ers first take.
The content
I can't
creator
believe he
formerly
came.
known as Celts.
Oh my god!
Oh, look who's in the chat. And Peggy didn't get my take.
Wait,
Hey,
what?
you know what, guys?
What
You know,
happened?
I guess this game. I don't know if you guys
Stop it.
have
Don't mess
noticed
around like
anything,
this.
but
No mommy's way.
no,
No
it seems
mommy's.
like people outside of the
Huevos way.
49er and Cowboy fan bases are noticing this game, man. Like my lady's interested in watching it. She don't care to watch football. Pisses me off. The dude that I work for.
It's going to be one of the
he-
highest rated channels. Yeah. Games.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
This is
It's
supposed
almost
to be
like
like the highest
pay-per-view.
rated game since the last time, since last year's Niners 49ers game.
Oh, Supremo's
you
taking
saw
a
that,
shot at me
Aaron?
because he knows that I said he got a fake injury. Oh my god!
Can we all just get along?
Hey, Aaron, your friend's here.
I see
Wait, I
that.
got something for y'all. I got something for y'all. Wait, where's it at, man?
I do think he got a fake injury. Go watch the
I know
tunnel
where you're going with
video.
this, Celts. I know where you're going with
Let's all
this.
say it together.
Hey,
Jimmy G
that
five.
Patty Mahomes.
You know, Tony, you guys can point the finger.
Hey,
Yeah, I was
What
almost
happened?
gonna do it. Hey, one thing I do want to say, it's kind of funny, man, how you could go from looking like this as a 49er.
You know, Tony, you guys can point the finger at him. You can talk about the vacation. And if you do that, it's really unfair. It's really unfair. It's my team. It's my quarterback. And if you guys
He looks like Sleepy Brown.
Man, bro.
That did not
Hey.
age well.
You see those
Man,
lips
bro.
quivering?
That's my quarterback.
I had
It's
to get a
unfair.
close up. I had to do the close up on the lip quiver, man. But
Did him.
hey,
dirty.
it feels like T.O. went from a savage to, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, it's just.
To a
Here,
wuss.
let me throw one more up here real quick.
He came in like a
There it is, man.
Jawan.
I gotta have a little fun with it, man.
Yeah,
This
I
is
always
right.
like
Hey,
that clip.
hey,
That's
for
like my
anybody,
favorite
hey,
clip.
hey, I want to get your guys' thoughts on this because I've heard a lot of times I hear people try to take the fun out of rivalries by saying, "Well, if you didn't beat somebody, it's not a true right." Da 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 da. Well, back in my day, you know, I don't know, man. I look at it like, man, this will forever be a rivalry. I don't care who won, lost. When it is Dallas and 49ers, man, hey, try to enjoy it, man. People
Let's
nowadays
go.
with this technology and this Google type of world, you got to be so perfectly technical and precise. And what is this and what isn't that? Hey, it's a damn rivalry, man. If you can't enjoy that and you're always trying to twist the narrative, whatever the hell that is, I don't know, man. It just kind of just frustrates me lightweight when the joy gets sucked out of it. And, you know, I get a little fired up, but I just try to enjoy things. Hey, what is your
You
guys'
gotta have
take?
fun, bro. You're right.
What is your guys' well, some people's fun is, I guess, being
overanalyzing.
perfectly correct.
Got to bring
And
analytics into
correcting you.
everything.
And correcting you
Well,
is what it is.
Hey,
Like,
but at the same time, I do want to say, good point, Peter. Good thing, because I do want to say, hey, to each their own, man. I'm still learning,
Yeah.
no matter what age I am. You know, I'm still learning to, you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I did want to get your guys' takes on whether this is a rivalry or what or not, and what it means to y'all. Like, what does it mean to Dallas
can I go
Cowboys
first?
and the 49ers? Go first, Peter. Shoot.
Okay. So anybody that says that the Cowboys and 49ers is not a rivalry isn't it just they're barely old enough to drink beer. Like the reality is
Drinking beer.
is I saw somebody tweet like that 52% of Niner fans think that the Seattle rivalry is a bigger rivalry than there is nothing bigger than the Cowboy
Oh, Lord.
49er rivalry. There's nothing like as far as the 49er fans. And like, yeah, just because us older people don't necessarily get on the computer and on our phones all day just to tell you guys what we think. Doesn't mean that we're not valid 49er fans. And I would say it's probably 75% of true 49er fans would say that the Cowboys is a bigger rival than the Seahawks. Seahawks weren't even in our division haven't even been in our division long enough, in my opinion.
Amen.
Bang, bang.
Very true. I want to add to this. So I'll be honest, as a 49er fan, since we hadn't played them in any meaningful game for so long prior to last year, I almost thought that the rivalry was pretty much dead. But it's been in my head, it has been rekindled, and it's definitely still a strong rivalry, especially with all the shit that the Cowboy fans are talking this week, like they're going to beat us. We beat them with Jimmy Garoppolo, who has the most lackluster playoff career stat record you could think of among today's quarterbacks, and in their house, that is. I get it was close, but still, we still beat them. And now we're a better team. We're a stronger team. I will say this, back to T.O. I'm not sure if you guys caught this, but T.O. actually called into the morning roasts on 95.7 The Game with Butcher Boy and Bonte Hill. Not sure if any of you guys caught that, but they asked him. Yeah, if you saw, it's pretty good, actually, because they asked him about his relationship with the Cowboys, if he still talks to Jerry Jones or if he's still in contact with the organization, and he doesn't talk to them at all because he didn't like the way they handled his release, because he had just signed a 4-year contract extension. I totally forgot that they released him. Yeah, a few months after they gave that 4-year contract extension, they just let him go. So he does not talk to the Cowboys. So he's more of a Niner than anything else, even though he doesn't really like to say he's with one particular team. But whatever. It's still a rivalry, though.
Shouldn't have been talking.
He cries about his quarterback, Tony, and then they release him.
Yeah. Well, he was always
that's my quarterback. And then Jerry Jones, no, he's not. You're gone.
Deuces. Deuces.
That was George Kittle and Juszczyk and McGlinchey early in the season crying about Jimmy, but now they got Purdy, so they're not crying no more.
It's real 49er. It's real 49er football now.
Yeah, they probably got rid of Jimmy's number after Purdy started stringing together a couple of games. It was, I'm sure they were just like, oh, okay, well, we got another guy, one of our guys, and so we're good.
Tony Montana in the house. Will they be playing some Tony Montana music? What up, Tony Montana? What up, 49ers Raj and everybody that's up in here, man? Hey, is it a rival to, I think Wolfcast has not touched on this, along with Ryan and 49er First Stakes. What does this mean to you facing Dallas? Do you got any big memories as a kid or just growing up? Or, is this a serious deal to you, or is it just another game?
Oh, hell yeah, man. I was going to talk about it earlier because you guys are talking about the biggest rivalry is the 49ers Cowboys. But for any 49er fan that grew up in the Bay Area, man, in California, I think there's in my opinion, I felt no rivalry greater than the 49ers Raiders. But that's for West Coast 49er fans. I know everybody else that's all over the place that didn't grow up near Raider fans, they don't understand that. But for anybody, 49er fans that grew up on the West Coast, you guys let me know what you think. But for me, it was always the Cowboys. And, of course, the Raiders and the Cowboys also are right there. But the 49er Raider one is Battle of the Bay, in such close proximity that we just go off on each other. And that's definitely one team I can't stand losing to. But, yeah, man, all the history between the 49ers and the Cowboys, that's another big one. 49ers and Cowboys fans are so widespread that rivalry travels well anywhere, I think, for the most part.
How do you feel, Ryan?
I don't even remember who our division rivalry was back then. Wolf had brought it up. Wolf, I don't remember being so hated. I grew up in West Pittsburgh, Concord area, and I don't remember having those feelings towards Oakland Raiders fans. But also they were trash. So, I didn't, I didn't need to, you know what I mean? But it's not trash. I was still happy when I saw kids wearing Raider shirts. Also, they were the LA Raiders at that time. I remember once I started really learning about football, it was a couple of years, and all of a sudden they went to LA Raiders. So, I was in elementary school when they went to LA. So there wasn't, it wasn't that much beef, but the Cowboys, and also the Green Bay Packers, because the Green Bay Packers used to knock us out of the championships all the time too back 90s. In the day.
Brett Favre,
late
90s, yeah.
So those are the two. Like I said, Beto, who was our divisional rival back then? Was it L.A. Chargers or the
No,
the
it was the
Rams?
Saints.
It was Atlanta.
Oh,
Or no, it was the Saints.
Atlanta, Rams.
Yeah, really kind of Atlanta. It was like, I mean, we were just beating up on everybody
right.
at the time.
Yeah.
Like
The
there
Rams
was
were
no
really
real
sorry.
divisional rival.
For me
Okay.
personally, for me, it's always been Dallas and Green Bay. That's
Yeah.
just me personally. I've been in the Bay my entire life, and I've always had a little bit of love for the Raiders, not as a second team,
Not me.
but I ain't
What?
one of those
Neither.
guys. Hey, to each their own, bruh. Nah, but hey, other people could shoot each other and fist fight and talk all the shit, all that they want. But me personally, I was like, hey, man, if it ain't the Niners,
Count.
if it ain't the Niners, hey, that's just me. Hey, I've always looked at the teams that were about something because the Green Bay Packers were about something in the 90s. The Dallas Cowboys were about something in the 90s, and so were the 49ers. When you're meeting in the playoffs and the Green Bay is knocking you off year after year, and then you can finally get him. You know, it took us till 98 to do it. For me personally, it was Green Bay and Dallas. The Raiders, I wasn't even really tripping on them. It's like people would talk a lot. I go to school, people would get to talking. I'll talk back sometimes if I felt like it, but just personally, for me, it wasn't. You know, the Rams a little bit. You know, we went 17 straight, so I love that versus the Rams. Ken Norton Jr. with uppercuts on pick sixes. That was pretty dope. But yeah, man, that's just the way I feel about it. I was never really sweating the Raiders. I loved wide receivers, so I had a little bit of appreciation for Tim Brown as well, man. I gotta admit that too. I thought he was pretty dope.
Yeah,
The Giants, there
Raiders
was
were
there
never
was a
a threat
small
to the
rivalry
Niners.
with the Giants during the 80s. Like, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
and then it went a long time without really getting rekindled until like Harbaugh came around. But like, yeah, that I guess you couldn't really call that a rivalry. But in the 80s, it was a pretty big rivalry.
To me,
Yeah.
back in the day when Atlanta and the Saints were in the division, I think the Saints and Bobby Abear gave us a lot of freaking
Yes, they did.
hassle. We always had to win it by a field goal, or they beat us by a field goal.
Yeah, but we always
Um,
won, Beto.
Yeah, well, not always. I can tell you a lot of games that we lost against the Saints, but the Cowboys for me is a rivalry, and it's funny because the Cowboys is not in our division. We only face them in the playoffs, occasionally during the season, but it was always a matter of whoever wins between the Niners and Cowboys were always going to be representing the Super Bowl in the Super Bowl, and that was going to be the Super Bowl. Nobody cared for the AFC. AFC was not going to win anyway. I think we went 12 years straight by dominating the AFC. And so everybody always knew at the end of the year, the matchup that you wanted to see, the anticipation all year long was the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. And I hate to say this, but out of three appearances, Niners got one and Cowboys got two. Now we got to turn it around this year and give them a little bit of payback.
Real talk, real talk.
Yeah.
Let's not
Go
forget
ahead,
the
Aaron.
New York Giants. Twice they
Yeah, they
knocked us out
creeped
in the
in there.
NFC Championship
Yeah, that's what I
game
was talking about in like
in the mid '80s and early '90s, and Montana got hurt both games.
Washington gave us a little bit of hassle for a minute there too.
As far as what Wolf was saying about the Cowboys being Raiders being a bigger rivalry than the Cowboys, I think as far as a local fan base, yes, in the Bay Area, the Raider fans were just the most irritating fan base. But
Oh my god.
but I could separate the Raider fans from certain Raider players that I thought were cool to watch because I adore the game of football. I love the game of football, so I like certain players. That's cool, you know. But as far as what happened on the field, the Niners Cowboys rivalry was much more significant. And like you mentioned, Aaron mentioned the Giants, and then later was the Packers. Those things were more significant, you know.
Absolutely. Hey, we all got our different, you know, everybody has their personal stuff. You feel me? So, I mean, there's no right or wrong answer.
yeah, no kidding.
I'm just so excited and juiced up, man, just to be facing Dallas back-to-back years. This is the first time under Kyle Shanahan we've had back-to-back seasons in the playoffs. So I just feel like it's just hella cool, you know, to be facing a rival like the Dallas Cowboys. Whether some people think it is or isn't, it is what it is. But yeah, man, we could transition. You know, we could go around the horn. Hey, did everybody touch on that rivalry talk? Did everybody
so.
take a turn on that?
So.
Brandon didn't.
Oh yeah, Brandon. I forgot he was here. Sorry. Man.
Speak or forever hold your peace.
He's wearing fuchsia over there. I don't know what that is.
I've been kind of quiet. I mean, I was young to see all the good days of the Dallas, but looking back at it, like kind of like getting the clips of the to see, and so I don't know. I'm like more pumped, just because it's we're playing the Cowboys and everything, and I love when we destroy them. So like last year, I was to rub it in my.
I think Dion from Niner Game Podcast is in the chat. I thought I saw.
What are you gonna do? Where are you gonna watch the game tomorrow, Brandon? Because you can't watch it at home.
I'm gonna watch it at my parents' house.
Well, why can't you watch it at your house?
Yeah.
Does something happen to your house or something?
No, I
be taking blows.
Still live out.
They're gonna be watching the game though, right?
Yeah. I'll be watching it with the pops.
Cool. There you go.
NFL Plus, bro.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
I live
even
in the
though
Bay.
it sucks a little bit here and there, but
send your lady shopping.
Yeah.
Hey, where are you at again, Brandon?
I live in Gilroy.
Oh.
Huh?
Okay, I thought you was out of state. I thought you was out of state. I think we talked about this before too. But hey, man, I'm gonna go ahead and go around the horn, and I just want to get your guys' opinions. A little bit on the game or whatever's really in your mind and whatnot. But what is the thing that you guys are the most confident on the 49ers offense and defense? I'll just start with that. Like, what's the one thing that you feel like no matter what is going to happen? And we might all have a lot of similar answers. And then we could even flip the script on the Dallas Cowboys. Like, what is the biggest thing that you guys are the most concerned about when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys offense and defense? And just whatever's on your mind about the actual game. How do you guys see this thing playing out? And we can start with you, Ryan.
And then I have a question afterwards too.
Now go ahead, shoot right now, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I was 957 the game yesterday. I think it was Thursday, and they asked the question: Who scares you more from the Cowboys?
Say it again.
Who scares you more from the Cowboys? Like which player?
Jerry Jones. He's an utter-looking dude.
This guy.
Yeah,
Looks like the Emperor.
That dude's falling off.
Just give him a couple of dollar bills.
But no, honestly, like what player?
He said Jerry Jones.
I would say Dak Prescott. If Dak Prescott shows up and plays lights out, I mean, it could be a bad day.
Real talk. I would say Parsons, getting some strip sacks. If I were to really go on a negative hype, I would say, Parsons,
Yeah, good point, Kels. Yeah.
For me,
Emmitt Smith.
It's Lawrence, the guy on the other side of Parsons, DeMarcus Lawrence, and they have another guy, Armstrong, who's actually like second to Parsons in sacks. I think it's the depth along their defensive line. They're almost as deep as we are, I would say.
I think they have a better as overall, like we have the best player in our defensive line, but as like talent and productivity, they have a better defensive line because it's Bosa and then it's everybody. It's Bosa by a mile with sacks, and like there's nobody even close to him. Whereas the Cowboys, it's a little more spread out.
Did you just say the Cowboys has a better defensive line than the Niners?
They do.
No,
I would say this,
bro.
because the
Not
49ers
even close.
Yeah, the 49ers
Who on the Niners
are
matches
blow
up with
them away in
DeMarcus Lawrence?
pressures.
Who are the Niners? Eric Armstead.
They had more sacks and pressures than we did if you were going to go by pass rush. I mean,
they have like 20 more sacks at least.
There we go again with the
beat us by 10.
sacks. Who cares about sacks? It's about pressures and how much you disrupt.
We have more interceptions than that.
We did have more interceptions. They had more pressures.
They had more
interceptions
takeaways.
too.
But
yeah, we killed
people.
them in
People
pressures,
focus
but
too much on sacks.
Well, the Niners defensive line better show up then because they haven't shown up in about 6 weeks. So anytime. They're making bum quarterbacks like the Raiders have look like the second coming of Joe Montana. Show up.
Hold on.
Well, I mean,
Stop
they've
leaving
had
it all to
two-
Bosa. Stop
Feel
leaving it
free
all to
at any
Bosa.
time.
They've
Feel
had two
free
bad
at any
performances.
time.
They've like it doesn't matter how great your defense is. There's been at least a couple of games for those teams like that weren't good on defense. So I mean, they're allowed to have like one or two bad games. Like I'm not tripping off that.
Real talk. Hey, the 1985 Bears, I think they gave up a game or two where they just played where
One.
they didn't do it.
They lost
Did
one
we
game
lose
to the
last
Dolphins.
week?
Game.
Did we lose last week, by the way? How about
No.
the week before? Wait. How about the week before?
We're
Oh,
going
wait,
against a
wait.
better team
What
though
about
than
the
we
week
played in the
after
last
that?
couple weeks. We've been beating on
Listen,
some scrubs.
I
We've
can
been
care
beating up
less
on
how the
some
defense
scrubs.
looks as long as we're getting W's.
We've been beating up on scrubs. We're
I
playing
don't
actually a
want no
decent
scrub.
team.
Scrubs. They're
Seattle's
playing the
scrubs. They're
NFL.
not good.
I mean, the Cowboys
Their
got beat
offensive
by
line
scrubs
is,
too,
or I
though.
mean, their offense is like top top 12, top
We
10.
Yeah,
beat
but Geno
Washington-
Smith is Geno Smith.
Ass
In the
of
end,
Dallas.
Dak
in the end, the
Prescott
Niners-
is just as much of a choker as
Man,
Geno Smith.
This man
Okay.
Eric Armstead is gonna be feasting like
That's
he
right.
did last
Yeah,
week.
What happened to him last year?
Menahue was about to come through
He
when
was seeing
Bosa
ghosts
is
through that
creating
whole game.
pressures.
Who,
Bosa
and real,
is about
real
to
talk.
Hey,
Who have the
Bosa-
Cowboys really played?
Bosa is about to be creating
Juan
pressures,
Bosa.
and you're gonna see a Menahue coming through. You're gonna see Givens coming through. Man, it's like, man, hey, beating up on scrubs. This is the NFL.
listen, you can't let your
This
fanhood
is the
blind you though.
NFL. Hey, bro.
Can't
Hey,
do
hey,
Never that.
blind, bro.
Hey,
And my eyes
Menahue-
wide
Not,
open
not,
just
not.
because,
No, I don't mean
hey,
you. I don't mean you,
might
Rich.
have different
general.
lenses. Hey, just because you got different lenses doesn't mean I'm blind.
That's right.
So,
No,
hey,
not
hey,
you. I don't
come
mean you.
correct.
I mean in
Come
general as
correct.
fans.
Come
As
correct.
fans, we gotta.
I hear you.
As
I hear
fans,
you.
we can't be blind. You have to be able to give credit to teams. Listen, I think there's a consensus of our fan base who's a little bit over. They're a little bit over. What's the word? Overconfident.
That's
And then
your
there's me
perception.
where
That's your
I'm
perception.
I just look at things. I just look at things as anything could happen. And
So
Kyle
Aaron,
Shanahan has been.
But just because I'm super optimistic doesn't mean it's like,
No,
oh,
I
I'm
don't
blind.
mean that. Oh
don't
God,
mean that.
I feel
no,
bad
no, no.
now.
I get what he's saying.
Not
I
that.
understand what he's saying.
Yeah.
But
He
my
meant
question
you,
for
Rich.
you
I
would
know
be
he
that
meant you, bro.
if
Oh,
the,
okay.
if our
I'm
defensive
you.
line, how come our defensive line is just so much better against the run than theirs? Because they're not good against the run at all.
They're
And we need to
bad.
exploit that. We need to.
Which is
yeah.
weird because
Hey,
we run
yeah.
the wide 9, which is. Oh, go ahead. I was
Say,
gonna say
look
the-
out for CMC tomorrow.
That's right. CMC is about to do some work. Run CMC.
Yeah, that
baby.
is one person I
Dude,
think who
they
could
couldn't
dominate.
stop Elijah Mitchell last year. Now they got to deal with CMC.
I'm not worried about the Niners offense tomorrow at all. Not a
Hey,
bit.
Not
but
either.
didn't the
I'm not
Dallas
either.
Cowboys offensive line lightweight downgrade from last year, and even without Nick Bosa, halfway through that game, we were still
Even
eating.
without
I think
Fred Warner. Fred
Yeah.
Warner was
we
out.
had
They're-
5 sacks
they're-
with the Menahue, Givens,
true.
DJ. I know we don't got DJ Jones anymore.
They're
but
without
hey,
Jason
man,
Peters, so I could see I could see Bosa eating. I could see a lot of people eating tomorrow. They have a really big, powerful offensive line, but I think they can be had. They lost their left tackle, so
I think they lost like 3
Tyler
of the
Smith is going to
starters.
be a rookie's
on
going to be
offense.
starting. I left
yeah,
tackle.
and he's given
So-
up like
Tyler
10
Smith.
sacks, I think, this year.
And
Yeah,
Tyler
yeah.
Smith also gets penalized a lot, by the way. So watch out for that.
Quick question to the panel: Who the defense this year, Niners defense, or last year? Which one's better?
this year.
Mm.
This
This year.
year. This
Okay,
That's
yeah.
it. This year.
I'd see the first half of this year's defenses was really good.
My point to that is this: Dallas Cowboys had the number 1 offense going into the playoffs last year, and they can only put up 17 points against that defense. Now their offense is not as good as they were last year for them, and our defense got better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not worried about their offense. Now-
If we come out like the first half of the season defense, then I won't be worried. If we come out against them like we did against the Raiders and against the first half against the Seahawks, I would be worried. So this is a good game for the Niners to kind of put their kind of reestablish who the hell we really are on defense.
I look at it as that they're just two different defenses. Like, I mean, they're two completely different defenses because last year they didn't give up as many yards, but they weren't getting any turnovers. And then this year, they're getting a whole bunch of turnovers, but they're giving up yards. And in my opinion, I would probably say I'd rather have the turnovers because turnovers can swing the momentum of a game so quickly. Like
bend but don't break.
Yeah.
Give yards,
exactly.
but don't give touchdowns.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I agree. I do. Turnovers are definitely the key.
How are you feeling about the trenches, Wolf?
We need a Wolf sound effect for Wolf, by the way. You got a Wolf sound effect, Beto?
You know
No,
he
I
does.
should get one.
He could do it. Hey, Wolf could do it good.
And I thought my jokes were bad.
There it is.
We need the
Oh, my
Duran
dog
Duran
just got
song,
my
Hungry
dog
Like a
hair
Wolf.
went up. Like, hey, mating call.
All right, DMX.
Jeez.
That man got it.
Hey, but no, for real, man, I think this is where the 49ers can really put the beating on the Cowboys, man. I think that's advantage 49ers if it goes to the trenches. When it comes to the defense, I don't know. I feel like the defense from then and now is basically the same. If we would have had Emmanuel Mosley, I think if we would have had Emmanuel Mosley, man, we've been playing lights out. But sure enough, man, shoulda, coulda, woulda. I still feel pretty good about the defense. I think they're really going to get up for this game. I think they've been kind of slouching a little bit, just in that, get into the playoffs mode, just roll into there. But I think maybe the Cowboys are going to take a good look at how DeMeco Ryan schemed up last year for them and see where they can exploit him a little bit because, it's the same defensive coordinator. So he's probably going to have the same tendencies this year as he did versus them last year. So I'm curious to see how much that pans out. I don't think the defense has to stop them. I think they just have to slow them down enough for the 49ers to especially get an early lead and continue to score points on them, man.
100%.
Niners need to not give up so many big passing plays. That's been their Achilles heel lately. Big plays in the passing game.
But they've only been giving up like one or two a game. Like
exactly.
So I mean,
you play Kansas City. That might not be all you need to give up.
Yeah, but that was complete like that. Oh, I thought you were talking about the Kansas City game.
No, I'm just in general like a team with a quarterback like that who'll exploit the hell out of.
See, but this is my argument. This would be my argument against that. Just the safety that Garoppolo took was a arguably a 16-point swing.
That's true.
And that's not even counting the 5-yard Hail Mary inside the end zone.
Oh God! That's so bad.
Could you guys really
please
see?
Don't remind me of that play.
Hey, but could you guys really see
is when Jimmy's doing that crap?
Could you guys really see Brock Purdy making those kind of mistakes 5 yards from the end zone, tossing it up off his back foot? No, I could see Brock Purdy because I've seen it a whole bunch of times, him throwing the ball away or, scrambling, trying to make a play, throwing the ball away, or most likely.
I could see him getting a pass batted down or something. Maybe a tip
at
the worst. And he's only had 6 of those, I believe. And for his stature, I mean that's not.
He's had at least one. He has at least one a game.
I think
he's been in the starting lineup.
It feels like Garoppolo was getting one a game. Yeah,
I just want to see one game without Jimmy Garoppolo at quarterback when we go against the Chiefs, because
exactly.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
They just love them to get on some Jimmy Garoppolo. Chris Jones, I don't man. I just want that guy.
Chris Jones owned our interior offensive lineman.
Yeah, he every time we play, Chris Jones is just he just kills us every time. I'd just be interested to see somebody other than Jimmy because they know exactly where he's going to go every time, and it feels like KC is the one team that takes advantage of it every single time.
Well,
that's the only team that gets bad as Jimmy.
Did you guys all watch that?
Hey, Chris Jones is a straight up
beast, injury.
What was that, Wolf?
Yeah,
you guys saw that injury on Patrick Mahomes today?
Yeah. He'll be fine by the Super Bowl, I guarantee you.
Mahomes, I saw him.
It wasn't a real injury; it was fake.
Oh, Patrick Mahomes injury.
Watch him running up the tunnel. He's not limping at all. Not one bit.
Did you see the injury?
Yeah,
I saw it. He might have hurt himself, but I think they like to do that little hero thing where they got to play him up to be Mr. If he loses, it's because he's hurt. And if he
Mr.
wins, look
Spectacular.
at how great he is. Oh,
Hey,
look at
here,
No,
I'm
he-
gonna keep
he
it.
couldn't
I'm gonna
plan-
keep
he
it.
was having
I'm
a
gonna
hard
keep
time
it
planting his
100 real
foot.
quick. Hey, I gotta
how
keep
can
it
you
100
play
real
with the
quick.
high ankle sprain though? Nobody
Hey,
can.
Hey, hold on real quick, Aaron. I gotta keep it
Thank
lit
you.
though, because when I watched the video, that man's ankle did bend. I mean,
Yeah,
it was a almost 300-pounder's knee
Yeah.
that landed on his ankle. So even if he's got a bruise,
If he struggles next week badly,
come on,
I'll
bro.
believe it is as bad as
He's
they say it is.
If it's that bad, he'll feel it in the morning, and he may.
It might have been a low ankle sprain. If
They
it was
say
a
he
high,
might not
I don't
even
think
play
he would have
next
played
week.
on a
That's
high
how bad it
high
was.
ankle sprain.
They said
But
it was
might have been a
high.
low one.
The
did
report
they
said
say
it
it was
wasn't
high?
a fracture and that it was a high ankle sprain. That's what they said.
Hey, I do want to acknowledge everybody in the chat once again, though. What up, G9 Garage? We got Rob
Yeah, y'all getting
DR.
wild in there.
We got Edward. We got Tony Montana. What are you talking about in the chat?
In the chat, the chat's just going off. Like,
Are they?
Pissed a
that's
lot
a
of
good
people
thing.
off with my
It's just a
negative
lot of people.
approach.
Hey, it
I don't
makes
know.
for a good
Aaron's
show. It
negativity.
makes for a good show, my man.
This
That's
is
the
the
way I
East
view
Coast. This is the East Coast Niner fan. That's how I am. You know what?
I think
my nephew's the same way because we haven't beat Kansas City when it matters yet. So like, if we were to get into a Super Bowl with them and win with Purdy, because I think Purdy could actually go score for score with
Yeah,
that
me
offense.
too.
Garoppolo is inept in going score for score. He's field goal man.
Ooh,
He's the master of the 3 points.
That's
Thank
a little
you.
bit of wild west. But I'm not going to bring no division, whether it's east or west. The 49ers are world, mother, and wide. I was waiting for Beto to hit the beep right there, but he didn't catch it because I went to.
I fell asleep. Sorry.
Hey, we are world mother freaking wide, and I gotta keep it lit, man. It's like this east and
Rocky
west,
Balboa. I like
all
that.
this, or being optimistic or pessimistic, man. It's like I don't even want to hear it. Like, to be honest, and I ain't trying to be rude with you or get on your. I'm not trying to like disrespect you as a man, my man Aaron, but I'm trying to enjoy this show, my man, and I'm gonna just keep it lit. I got to keep it real, my man, so we can all have our perceptions.
I'm trying to keep it real too. That's just my honest opinion.
Okay,
you know what it
feel
is, man? I want to be proved wrong tomorrow. Honestly, that's me. I want to be proved wrong. I want people to scoreboard me in this chat tomorrow and be like,
Why?
"See." Because I need that. I need to be proven wrong. I want the Niners to prove me wrong tomorrow.
Okay.
Everything that I complain about, I want to see them freaking make me look like a fool, and I'll be fine with it. That's just the kind of person I am.
Hey, all I know is the Niners better play the Cowboys the way the Eagles are playing the Giants, bro, in dominance. Because
oh my god, yeah,
Giants don't
Eagles
belong on that
looking for
football
real.
field. The Giants don't belong on that
Their
football
pass
field.
rush is crazy.
We're gonna have
I've
to
been
bring
telling
you.
people the Eagles have
70
a sick
sacks.
They have 70 sacks.
And they tell me that don't worry about the Eagles. They suck. They suck. It's going to be easy when
No,
we play
they
them.
do not.
I said no, it's not.
No, their
They
pass
do
rush is
not
freaking
suck.
ferocious.
They got like 30 more sacks than the Niners do, right? 25.
They have third all-time sacks in NFL history, dude.
Wow.
The Giants are taking one for the
See, the
division,
difference,
trying
though, if they
to
go up
prop
against the
Eagles
49ers,
to make them look better.
Yeah,
Niners
the
have a lot more
49ers
weapons than the Giants, though.
Go ahead,
We
Peter.
do.
Yeah, the
Go ahead,
49ers are going to be running the ball though. Like it's going to be a little bit different of a story. They're not going to get down as quickly. It's not going to be the same. It wouldn't be the same.
What about Saquon? They didn't try to use him early on. I didn't watch the game. I always
They tried, but they stopped
28.
them.
By the time I turned it on, it was 28-0.
He had 9 carries for 61 yards. And so I mean, he's averaging 6.8 yards a carry, but I mean, they got down too quick.
Yeah,
just-
exactly.
okay.
You get down, you start passing.
That's true.
I'll,
He had no choice.
I'll say this. The Eagles are going against a team that doesn't have a lot of outside weapons. They don't have a lot of weapons in general, the Giants.
No.
Same like we were talking about. What team were we talking about? Like the Bucks and what the heck? Going against like an old Tom Brady. Let's see the Cowboys go against like it's the same kind of argument. Like we're way more prolific on offense. We don't have a 45-year-old quarterback. We got a guy who can move. So let's see that same Cowboys defense against a different offense. I say that if the Niners make it past the Cowboys tomorrow, which I think they will, I think the Niners can cause a lot more
Just put it in
problems.
again.
I think
Go
the
ahead.
Niners can put a lot more problems on the board for the Eagles. 'Cause I
Listen,
think
the
they
last time the Cowboys faced a physical defense, and Washington, week 18, they got killed. And all they can come up with 6 points. And that Washington defense is as physical as the Niners defense is.
I agree.
That offense is not ready for a physical defense. They're too finesse. They depend too much on the pass to CeeDee Lamb for 60 yards. If they can't get that deep ball,
right.
He is a good player.
It's going to be the Eagles and the 49ers, man. They're the two best teams in the NFC. It's been heading in this direction the whole entire time. You look top to bottom, player to player, it's bound to it's going to be a heavyweight bout.
And nobody is going to pick the Niners in that game, especially on ESPN. We're going to pick them.
And they shouldn't.
Who's harder to cover? CeeDee Lamb or Devontae Adams?
Devontae
Adams.
I would say Devontae Adams, right? Who's harder to guard? CeeDee Lamb or DK?
DK. Lock it.
DK.
I would say
DK is a beast.
And
he's like a 240
pound
receiver.
There's something in common about Devontae and DK. There's something in common about Devontae and DK. They're both big guys that are physical themselves. And with CeeDee, he's a taller wide receiver, but he's not a physical guy. And I think that Mooney Ward's gonna have a much easier time with him.
I think that's why they play him in the slot.
Well, he's going to be in the slot more. He's going to be against Jimmy Ward more than he is going to be against Chevalier.
Well, he's gonna get double teamed.
Jimmy Ward better put his roller skates on.
Yeah, it's because it's not gonna be 1-on-1. He's not gonna be 1-on-1 with Jimmy Ward.
They're gonna play a lot of zone.
Yeah, exactly. Game. It's gonna be a lot of zone.
Quick question: did you guys catch Michael Irvin when he did his appearance on the Morning Roast with Bonte Hill and Joe Shasky? Another reference to the show, because it was just a couple days ago. He said, obviously he's a Dallas Cowboy fan. He's for the Cowboys, but he said the Niners are going to win this one because the 49ers are the more physical team. And he was just going down the line, who's more physical. And one of the guys he mentioned, I remember he was like, the Dallas Cowboys do not have a Deebo Samuel. So I know I like our chances, man.
Yeah, he loves Deebo.
He's right about that.
He loves Deebo.
I don't have you watched Dak run the ball? It seems like he takes his first glimpse at open daylight, and no matter if it's going to close in the next half a second, he's already trying to dart into it. I don't think they know what happened. So a good plan never survives contact with the enemy. Mike Tyson said a plan never just survives getting punched in the face, right?
Yep.
Same thing. So when things go all crazy on the offensive line and somebody blows through the line, not only do the offensive line not know how to react to it instinctively, you know what I mean? But the running backs, not necessarily. I think Pollard does, but Zeke definitely doesn't. And they, for some reason, keep pushing him through these games and limping him through when they should just be running Pollard not nonstop.
Jerry,
you know what I mean? Maybe Dak in the close yardage.
Yeah, we just had a better running back, Pollard or Jacob from the Raiders.
Jacob's pretty damn good.
Jacob did not have 100 yards on us, right?
Jacobs is way better.
We haven't allowed a 70-yard rusher.
You think Pollard's going to do anything on us? I don't think so.
No.
Jacobs had one of the best games. Has had one of the best games against our defense.
That's true.
They ran really well against us, the Raiders.
He had 70 yards, 69 yards.
What I'm saying is,
beautifully versus the Cowboys. Now the Eagles are going to be a different story, man. If it goes the way I think it's going to go, I think we're going to straight up mollywop the Dallas Cowboys. I don't think it's going to be close. I mean, to each their own, but after that, it's going to be the Eagles, man. And I was joking off a screen, and I was talking about it reminds me of a good old Rocky flick where it's going to be Balboa versus Apollo, but we're the Balboa. You know what I'm saying? And like Aaron was saying, a lot of people aren't going to pick. We might be the underdog. What up, J.R. Meadows?
They will, because they're playing at home. In
Philly. Exactly. Yeah. But hey, it's lining up. It's lining up perfect for the NFL, man.
If the Eagles are favored by 3.5 points, then they're even in matching this team. If the Eagles are favored like 7 or more, then they are completely disrespecting the Niners.
Yeah.
I think the Cowboys have the propensity to melt down.
Just for clarification, Josh Jacobs, he had 69 yards off of 17 carries. So he had 4.1 yards. Like he didn't. It wasn't like he went off. Like
No, he
even
didn't.
if, yeah, like he just.
How many rushing
he had
yards as a team did they have?
135.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
but
he
but
did not have a
nobody
good game
averaged like
against
5
us.
yards a carry. So it was.
Now
they
Devontae
just had-
Adams a different
They had
story.
a lot of runs. They had 32 rushes.
How you feeling about this rushing game, my man Wolf? How you feeling about it, man?
About our rushing game or their rushing attack?
All of it, my man. Just anything you want to talk about when it comes to the rushing aspect. Brian's up here laughing. Yeah, man, all of it, man. I mean, how you feeling about Tony Pollard, CMC? You know, our rushing attack versus their rushing attack. You know, our D line, all of it. Yeah. Zeke with his half shirt. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you, man? Where's he at?
Zeke with his half shirt, looking like the cheerleader from the longest
Looking at the guy
yard.
from Star Wars,
Yeah.
and little whatever it's called.
No, it looks
Looks like
the-
Shanae.
No, it looks like the
There we go.
cheerleader from there. You go
Ah,
from
man.
from the longest yard. The cheerleaders from the longest yard.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Fucking sick. Yeah, man. And the Cowboys are a bunch of marks, man. I think we're gonna handle them pretty well when it comes to their run game. I think Pollard will probably get a couple. You know, he'll probably get a couple decent ones, but he don't average too much either. You know, he's like 5.1. It's not too much. Zeke can't really get anything going, so I think it's going to be one-dimensional for their run game. So when Pollard's on the field, the 49ers are going to have a better indication of who it's going to. And to begin with, we already have like the number one rush defense in the league. So there's that. When it comes to us, oh my God. Offensively, I think we're just going to lay the smackdown on them. The brand of physicality that we have, even from little guys like Elijah Mitchell, is small, but his style of running, man, he's like a little baby Debo. And you know, sometimes it doesn't bode well for his health, but he gets it done, man. In the game against the Cardinals, he averaged 11 yards per rush, man. And Debo, he's gonna smack Trayvon Diggs in the mouth and wake his ass up, maybe even get him concussed. Just to be honest about it, man, because you know when guys like Jalen Ramsey try to step up to Debo and be a tough guy, they learn real quick to stay in their lane. So I think you know, with guys like Kittle as well, like we got guys that can get open, but they're gonna smack you in the mouth and set the tone as well, man. So
no
one thing
tomorrow.
One thing that I do want to say about Elijah Mitchell, you know, I think it was last year he had a quote, and he had a quote about they asked him, does he have a chip on his shoulder? He said, nah, man, I got a chip in my heart because you can't take that chip. You could take the chip off of my shoulder. I keep that chip in my heart. And, you know, he has that mentality, like, you know, F around and find out, but he's going to be quiet. You know, he's going to be calm, cool, and collected and quiet, but you can see even just that little technicality of, you know, like, nah, I keep that in my heart. I think it means something. You know what I'm saying? And you can see he's positive, but when he's on the field, he's a straight dog, man. And I just love when people have a certain heart with just that positivity and just but they're dogs. Like you know when it's when it's game time and it's real. You know they're just warriors, straight up warriors. So I love it, my man Wolf. Does anybody else want to touch on running back?
I just realized Brandon's not here.
Oh yeah, Brandon, he dipped out. Go ahead, Bash.
Okay, yeah. Obviously, our run game. I love our running backs, and I think our run game is gonna be really nice. But I'll be honest, Mike. When I watched the Dallas Cowboys game last week, I know that Pollard's having a successful season, but him against Tampa Bay, I overheard somebody say that he might be nursing some injury while playing. He didn't look super explosive to me. He didn't look scary to me is what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying that we should underestimate him, but I don't see him as a major threat at the same time,
Same.
I would go after their safety in that game. That one that's dinged up, Teague or
Jaron.
whatever his name is.
Jaron.
Curse.
Jaron.
Curse.
Yes.
Why'd I call him Teague?
Jaron Curse.
I don't know exactly what he's nursing, but whatever they need to get his.
Yeah, Teague's in the nursing home.
My whole thing with the Niners tomorrow, if they can contain the scrambling quarterback, which is something they have some sort of ineptitude with, they have an issue with guys that can move. If they trap Dak in the pocket tomorrow, I think Dak's gonna have a long day. If he can't escape and get all those little easy yards where nobody can touch him, and he doesn't, you know what I mean? Like me and my brother were talking about we hate the rule that you can't hit quarterbacks and how you got to like slow up and they can get extra yards. They need to take that away because I feel like that's an unnecessary advantage. But yeah, if they contain the scramble drill, you know, where guys get 7, 10, 12 seconds on a play and they're able to kind of shut that mess down, I think they have a real good chance of tilting the score favorably. Not saying like 40-14, but like at least a two touchdown win.
Can
I
I
think
talk
Dak's-
on the running situation real quick?
Yeah, but I do want to just say I feel like Dak, he might have been able to do a little bit of what he did versus Tampa Bay, but you just look at our speed and physicality, and
It's
it's
a
just
little different.
it would blow me away to see Dak do pretty
He's
much
gonna
anything.
look like the way he looked against the Commanders.
Man, exactly.
All it's gonna take is one shot. Somebody just gotta take one for the team. It's gonna
Real
take
talk.
one shot.
He's
Go
gonna
ahead,
be
Ryan.
rattled.
Jimmy Ward.
I could see
Yeah.
see Dak being rattled before Purdy take it off, Ryan.
So they're 21 personnel. We can run out of anything. We can set it 5 wide in
Right.
shotgun, and we can run out of that, and we can smoke people. So it doesn't matter. They don't know when it's coming. That's what's amazing about what's going on now. And like it's starting to like evolve week by week. And Kyle's getting more and more in his bag. They were talking about, hey, Kyle's calling stuff we're not even working on during the week because he sees it going, and he's able just to go, put the words together. And Brock Purdy, bless his heart, it's like, oh, I know exactly what he's trying to do. And between the two of them, and the rest of the team, they're cooking up stuff right on the field. So, I mean, it's going to get nasty, not only in the passing game, but like I think this run game is going to get real savage here pretty soon because you can, with all those players, you can run any play essentially with almost any configuration.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? For the most part.
I was listening to that on KNBR. They were talking about the 21 personnel. You could it's like everybody's interchangeable in our offense.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? You could run. You have CMC out wide. You have Debo in the backfield. You got Juice Check. You got all these players, Kittle, all these players that are all multidimensional. That gives defense fits. My thing last week that I thought was great was just how wide open everybody was running, man. Like
We broke the
They were
defense.
selling. They had to sell out against the run. And like, when you
Hey.
sell out against the run,
Well,
like,
Seymour,
Broke
that's
the
what's gonna happen.
defense.
Yee, what up?
Kenny
Steve?
made a
Funny
really
when
good comment in
the
the chat.
Cowboys.
What's that?
I was like, Kenny made a really nice comment in the chat. He said wheel routes with Debo and CMC is nasty. That's a very good idea. I like that.
yeah,
Hey, we
Purdy
got
actually hits him.
The crazy thought about it is the fact that he would have that faith with Purdy, like to pull up games or like pull up plays on the fly, I mean that's like stuff that you do with the guy that's been playing with you for 5 years.
That's Aaron
And,
Rodgers stuff.
Yeah, and
All I gotta say is that
crazy.
last week when they took that cheap shot on Debo, they were talking to Joe Staley on KNBR, and he was saying he said Kyle was so pissed, and he was like saying, watch him run like 5 plays in a row or 6, 8, 10 plays in a row. Yeah, Kyle. There's a reason why the Niners are trying to score a touchdown and throw a touchdown to Ayuk at that point in the game. Kyle was pissed. So hopefully someone on Dallas will piss him off again tomorrow, and we can exact a little bit more
I'm
revenge.
100% guaranteeing somebody on Dallas is going to try and take a cheap shot. I can 100% guarantee it.
Probably
Because
Parsons.
they're gonna
Isn't
because
that
they're gonna
Parsons,
try they're
yeah.
gonna try to match the physicality, and it's
I'll
gonna
take-
come across as fake tough guy nonsense, and it's gonna spark them. And you watch.
That's a
You
good call.
Give me
I'll take
Trent
that
Williams if he's
over-under.
healthy, and I like to see Trent Williams do a couple pancakes, just to get Parsons pissed, so he does something stupid, you know.
Yes.
All right,
It's
go
coming.
ahead, Wolf. Go ahead, Wolf.
Oh no, I was just saying to Pete, I'll take that over under.
Yeah. Hey, I pay child support, brother. Like
Plus
I
two- plus
can't be
two-
giving up money.
To follow up with what Aaron was saying,
Hey,
Trent Williams needs to make Levi Stadium the International House of Pancakes.
let's
Yeah.
go. Let's go.
He's to make
Hey,
Micah Parsons his
hey.
bitch.
Hey, how dope is that though? Too, just even seeing Trent Williams lead out some of these the walkouts I just think it's hella cool, man. I feel like we got the dopest team in the league, not just because I'm the fan, but how many times do you see an offensive lineman coming out leading the crew, you know, with just the swag and the heart and, man, the silverback, you know, I don't hear enough being talked about the silverback. Along with Brandon Ayuk, man, I feel like Brandon Ayuk could have a huge game. I feel like he's a dude that's not being talked about enough. It's always, you know, the CMC and the Debo and, well, you know, before last week, it wasn't about Debo, and I was coming through like, hey, get ready. Any show I was on, I was like, get ready, it's gonna be Debo.
Hey, you know what?
And sure enough, freaking enough, it was. But I feel like Kyle is really, really good at that. Anytime someone doesn't eat the week before, expect them to come and eat the next week. So get ready for Kittle and Debo. Or I mean Kittle and Ayuk. How are y'all feeling about Kittle and Ayuk? Do you think it's going to be quiet for them, or do you think they're going to pick it up and do something this coming up week? And then go ahead, my man Wolf, because I know you was already saying something. So go ahead, man.
No, when you were talking about the Debo stuff and the Ayuk going off, man, I had a visual of the physicality that I was talking about earlier. I just imagine like, you know, one of those movies like Lord of the Rings or something where Debo and CMC, Elijah Mitchell, Kittle, they're going to be like those guys with the battering ram at the gates. Boom, boom. And when it breaks open, Ayuk is going to be that guy with the sword slashing him up on the back end afterwards. After
Great analogy.
they're already beat up. So, yeah, man, I think that's why it's going to work out in tandem. That's why I wanted the 49ers to come out physically. And I think Kittle's going to go off too. Hit him in those seam routes, corner routes. Let him go off, man. They ain't got no linebackers that can match up on Kittle. Come on, bro. Let my boy eat, dude.
You think they come out running or passing tomorrow?
Passing.
Running.
I think they're going to come out running
paper,
too.
scissors.
I think
I
they're
would
going to
love
be
for
well
them to come out
balanced.
running. I think I would love for them to come out running, but the last two games they're going to tell you that they're going to come out passing.
They're a pass first offense that sets up the run.
Yeah, I was surprised how aggressive they were in the first half against the Seahawks in the rain.
Yeah.
You know, if it weren't raining in that game, man, Purdy would have been going off.
If they came out passing in the rain, what do you think they're going to do tomorrow?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
No rain.
That's a great point.
Exactly.
I think Kittle might actually stay in to block a little bit more, but that
That's a
might
good point.
also open him up like for
Play action.
big plays because he's just got to do that. I'm pretending like I'm blocking you on a play action. Everybody's like, "Oh crap! I got to get away from Kittle's block." They move to the
He's
side.
got to
he
match
cuts up
his
Kittle.
homie tomorrow too, because his homie went off today.
Oh, yeah.
Kelsey. What do you have? 15?
Oh, yeah.
Did he get 15?
That
Did he
dude's a
get 15?
mark.
You
Yeah,
got
two
two tutties and like 80 something yards.
Wolf don't be playing. I love it, bro. I
Yeah,
love it.
Kelsey is
ain't
an
about shit,
amazing
man.
tight end. He's unstoppable, dude.
That
With
dude ain't
Mahomes,
No, sir. I am sorry.
He's so
Kelsey
lucky he
ain't
has
about
Mahomes.
shit, man.
I think
No,
CMC might get
Tell
two
him,
tutties
Wolf.
tomorrow. One running, one passing.
Say it again, Brian.
CMC.
CMC for two tutties. One
That's
running, one
good.
passing.
That basically
Let's
seems
go.
routine with him. So I
Yeah, I
would
was about to say, like, yeah, I'm
I
right
think
there
at
with you,
least
right
3
there.
touchdowns for CMC tomorrow. Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen because
All right,
every
hey.
single week is different.
Yeah.
Now with
I really
Purdy because he
think
Yeah,
just
we're
spreads
calling
it
them
around.
coming out running and or passing, and they come out running tomorrow because
Yeah, I would
just
love to be
because.
wrong. I would
Hey,
love
let's
to be wrong.
transit. Hey, I want to get your guys' thoughts. If there was someone, I'm going to ask this question a little different. If there was someone to just play great on the Dallas Cowboys offense, like who do you think that would be besides Dak Prescott? Like if there was just one major player that you could see to have a heck of a game, and I'll start it off because he did it to us last year in the playoffs, probably because we held CD Lamb to one catch, but Schultz. You know, Schultz almost did have 100 yards last year. I believe he had like 5-6 catches, 90-something yards. And I think that's kind of, to me, that was the mentality of like, we're not going to let these guys beat us. So, of course, we're going to let this guy eat. Someone's going to eat over there. But who do you guys think is going to have the best game on the Dallas Cowboys offense? And I'll start with Bashar.
You mentioned Dalton. I was going to say CeeDee Lamb, but I'm thinking maybe Schultz. I mean, we're about middle of the pack in terms of defending against tight ends. So my guess would be him. Yeah.
Anybody else could just take it off.
I mean,
Pollard?
Beto.
Pollard. If he can start running behind his line, I mean, that could be an issue. The guy's got speed and he's got some vision.
Yeah, we're
He's
pretty
not a
undersized compared to their offensive line.
Yeah. So
They have a massive offensive line. Sorry.
but that doesn't mean they can do much after 3 steps. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean they're
Just saying
getting down the field.
They can wear down smaller guys. I think the Niners are so fast though that it'll negate it. But
Also, look out for Gallup.
What's the name of that receiver opposite of CeeDee Lamb? I forgot his name.
Gallup.
Gallup.
Michael Gallup and
That's
T.Y.
the one
Hilton.
that I will be kind of concerned about a little bit. I think the Niners are going to be focusing a lot on CeeDee Lamb. And Gallup might be open.
I kind of like that one, Beto, because I've heard people talk about Gallup being kind of like our Jawan Jennings, our third in Jawan, and we've had trouble giving up third downs. The bend don't break. We'll give it up, give it up, and then make a turnover, make a big splash play, and just so I like that one on the Gallup for sure.
He averaged 9.2 yards possession or target last game.
Yeah.
So he's almost a first down every time it gets in his hands.
Yeah, I'd like to see the Niners clean up on those third down, the defensively on third downs. They do seem to have an issue. Third and long too. Which
Get
is
off the
weird.
field.
Yeah, it's third and long that pisses me off.
How does a term third and 15 team with a third and 15 they get 16? Like, how do you allow that? Like, come on.
I shouldn't be nervous when you're third and 15. Like
I'm always nervous.
You're giving me flashbacks of McKinnon. When McKinnon, what was that, like 3rd and 18 or something versus Kansas City? Like,
I'm like, it's a 3rd and 4th. They won't get it. A 3rd and 18. Yeah, they'll get it.
Yeah.
The worst was the Seahawks. Was it the Seahawks had 3rd and 30 or something against us in the NFC Championship game?
Yeah. Oh my God.
And if they don't get it that way, we'll cause a penalty on defense and give them a first down.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Bosa's going to squish their quarterback again.
A little off topic, but I'm not sure if you guys know about this, but D'Amico Ryans, it's been an update that said it's a false report. He's not interviewing with the Cardinals Sunday morning.
Oh,
in case you
thank
guys
God.
It's funny. I reported that on my channel, and everyone was like, "That's so stupid."
Yeah.
I was like, "Why?" When I saw the tweet, I was like, "No, I don't want that for D'Amico."
Me too.
When I heard
not really that worried
on Sunday morning before the game, I thought it was kind of odd. Like, why would you do that right before the game when you're prepping and you're zeroed in, laser focused on the game?
I was surprised that he interviewed with the Texans.
Well, he played for the Texans, but I hear you.
He played for him.
I don't like black coaches over there.
So what? Like
I don't want to
played for him.
They won't treat him right. I don't want him to go there. He deserves better.
Yeah, he'll get like a one and done season. Why go to a team if you're not going to get a chance?
I
to
see.
build
Brian Cope is in the house. What's up, brother? Welcome.
What up?
Brian?
Hey, one
thing
thing I do want to say about D'Amico going to somewhere like the Texans is that sometimes in a reverse kind of a way, like a perfect storm. You take a dumpster fire, you take a place that has been known for this or known for that and it's been going through some struggles, and you come and revitalize it. You come. I mean, that maybe that's just me, but I could see someone like D'Amico doing something like that wherever
I live
he
in
goes.
Houston. I live in Houston.
He won't last in Houston.
I tried.
Hey,
I live in Houston, bro.
Like,
I don't want him going to Houston. Like, it's
no,
because this is the thing. If they give these fans any kind of life, it would be unbearable living here if the Texans were good. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it.
Santa Clara era. Okay.
Okay, that's nice.
Hey, what's up? Good stuff for coming through. I don't think I ever seen you before, but good stuff.
Santa Clara era. I love Aaron. Who the hell?
Hey,
is that a screen name?
Make it rain, baby.
You got groupies. You got groupies.
Secret admirer.
Oh my God! Hey, who said the groupies? Who said that?
Oh, that was
Santa Clara era.
Dude,
I have no idea who that is.
I thought you said, "Do you have herpes?" I almost lost my whole.
What?
No. Oh, man.
That shit is funny.
Wow. Is that who we think it is? Is he trying to buy me back my affection?
All I know when I did my show earlier, bro, I had George Kittle come into my chat.
You did?
Yeah.
George Kittle.
Can you come up with a better name?
Yeah, George freaking Kittle.
Wait, who did that? Was that Kelso with the high pitched voice first?
Brian Kopp's like, what the hell?
we the best, bro. Yay!
No, that's pretty good. A sound effects pissing contest.
Hey, where's Tommy Huxley?
Tommy Huxley.
Tommy Huxley.
Back in my day. No.
Back in my
Everything
younger
I know I
days,
learned in kindergarten.
To each
I
their own.
grind harder than anybody.
Hey, guys, who here knows their football? Who here wants to do some trivia? Put you guys on the spot.
Yeah, there we go. I like that. Hey, bring the topics to the table. Bring
I
the
have trivia
topics.
too.
Can we
go.
find out who my stalker is?
Aaron got a stalker.
That's
That's making me feel
show.
kind of uncomfortable. I'm not gonna lie.
That's another
Whoa,
show,
whoa,
man.
whoa! Don't take credit. It's not like it's just your stalker. We all share the same one.
Yes.
Yeah, but my name was in the super chat.
You know what? That's a good
Oh,
point.
you're talking about that one. Who says it's a
Yeah.
stalker?
Oh, it's a
Huh.
Who
stalker.
knows if they got binoculars?
Look at Aaron. It has to be a stalker. No, just kidding.
All right, what? Bring the questions, Beto. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it.
All
Let's
right,
go.
all right. Let's see here. A question to see who
I got
knows.
Google ready. Right, it's right here.
Who was the first receiver ever to score a touchdown for the San Francisco 49ers?
Jesus.
I
I don't even know that one. Hold on.
Mercy
Who is
Allen.
it? Terradome? I know Terradome got it. Who was it?
Aaron knows his stuff.
Terradome, no, man. In the mighty name of Jesus, man. Let's get it. Let's go.
Len Eschmont.
Let's boom. Google. He had the thumbs locked in.
What about
Ding,
Len
ding,
Eschmont?
ding.
R.C.
Isn't there a
Owens.
award
That's
named
right,
after him?
R.C. Owens.
Can we do
Hey,
some
can you get a
19?
fucking question?
Hey, Beto.
Yeah, I'll bring some newer ones so you guys.
1990s.
Okay,
and that.
thank you. Like something when we were
1990s and
born.
I missed
All
the
right.
question.
Who wore number 12? And,
John Brody?
John Brody.
John Brody.
John Brody. Okay, see, I'm breaking some easy ones, breaking you guys in. Let's see here. That one's too easy.
This is
You guys
fun.
you guys are too good.
1982.
Who was the first San Francisco 49ers to finish his career with more than 50 interceptions?
Rodney
Jimmy
Lott.
Johnson,
Lott.
Martin Hanks, Dwight Kicks,
Merton Hanks.
or Ronnie Lott.
Ronnie Lott.
Lot.
Ronnie
Lot
Lott.
had like 60 something.
Maybe Johnson. No, Jimmy Johnson had a lot of
No,
interceptions.
Ronnie Lott. He had 51
Oh, it was Ron Lott.
interceptions.
Oh,
As a
geez,
49er.
I was off by 10 ish.
He was
I
such
like-
a freak of nature.
Oh, my God.
Ryan, you want to throw one in there? I know you have some in there.
Oh, I gotta find the book part. I gotta find the part in the book.
Who wore
You don't have the
14?
book? Okay.
Good old
I
Jim
was throwing-
Drunkenmiller.
Bless
I
you.
was throwing you a bone, but that's cool. Which of the
Oh.
following players finished his 49er career with the most sacks? Charles Haley, Cedric Hartman, Tommy Hart, or Brian Young?
Charles
BY.
Haley.
Brian Young.
EY.
BY?
Oh, it might be, I think it's BY.
Nope.
You're right.
No,
Oh, what's
Not
Charles
Brian
Haley?
Young.
Charles Haley. then.
wasn't Brian Young?
Nope, not Charles Haley.
Really?
Who were the other two? Fred Dean.
Cedric Hartman or Tommy Hart?
Whenever you say Tommy Hart, I think you're gonna say Tommy Huxley.
So what do you guys think between those two?
Between who?
Oh shit!
Dude, how could it be?
How could it not be those guys? That's what I'm
Cedric
saying.
Hartman set the San Francisco 49ers team record when he finished his career with 112.5 sacks.
Wow.
Oh, that's funny because I looked it up. Really? Because where you? Because I just googled it. It says Brian Young has the most sacks with the Niners. I don't see Cedric
How
Hartman.
many sacks does he have?
It says
Total.
80,
89.5.
let me guess. 89.5.
Yeah, but I don't see Cedric Hartman on the list though. I know I've heard of him.
Defensive
I just don't
end.
see him anywhere. Yeah, I don't even see
Brian
him
Young
in the
was
top
D
10.
tackle.
Yeah, but you're saying how many sacks you're saying Cedric Hartman had?
Well, according to this, 112.5.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me ask
Career
Google.
sack- I'm curious.
This is a trivia.
We got
49er thing.
we got some fan trivia here right here from Brian Colton.
Name
Says,
all the retired
Name all the
numbers.
retired numbers. Oh crap!
Jeez, good luck with that.
Brody, Young, Rice, Lott,
He said name the numbers.
Montana. Oh, the number. Oh.
You're such a moron.
Dang.
You're so stupid.
That's stupid. No, mommy's way. Wait.
No mommy's way.
Way.
If you don't guess the correct answer, I'm taking you to hell.
I got one. Who were the three quarterbacks that after Jeff Garcia? Three starting quarterbacks.
JT O'Sullivan,
That's one.
Alex Smith.
No.
Oh, I guess I
The next three right after Jeff Garcia.
Repeat the question.
The next three starting quarterbacks for the 49ers after Jeff Garcia.
After Jeff Garcia.
Tim
We
Sean
mixed
Hill.
and matched a few.
Tim
matched a
Rattay.
few-
Tim Rattay,
Damn,
yeah.
Flashbacks.
JT O'Sullivan.
JT O'Sullivan.
JT O'Sulliman.
JT, there's one in the middle.
Sean Hill.
Meyer.
Winky.
No,
We had Sean Hill.
Are you right? Well, Sean Hill was after.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait.
Who? Cody Pickett. Fucking. Oh, I know who. Ken
that was
Dorsey. That
after.
sorry ass.
Ken Dorsey.
Ken Dorsey.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Buffalo Bills offensive.
The guy who flipped his lid after losing the game this past season.
He had the worst noodle arm I've ever seen. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was
They make Purdy sound like he's got a freaking Dorsey arm, and it's not the case.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, it's-
Dorsey. His arm is definitely better than Dorsey's. I give him that. Yeah.
Brian
Hey,
says
Kenny.
the numbers are 8, 12, 16, 34, 37, 39, 42, 70, 73,
What's the Brian
79,
open all the
80,
numbers?
and 87.
Jesus.
Now I want to go play the lotto.
Bingo.
I know. What's Brian doing?
Hey,
Dorsey
Kenny got a
was
question.
on the
That's a lot of
2001
numbers. I mean,
Hurricanes, greatest
that was-
college team ever. Easy.
Who
with
was
that.
the better pickup, Justin Smith or Deion Sanders?
Dion, he got us a
Wait, we
championship.
don't have any 90 numbers retired?
Dion. We won a Super Bowl with Dion.
Justin Smith, man, because Dion is just a one hitter quitter, man.
Yeah, I agree.
One and done. He just took off. He's a straight mark.
To me, the
But he
Cowboys.
got that ring now.
We can't say CMC because it's too early. We don't know what
No, he's a homie hopper, bro.
Yeah.
Justin Smith was here for the long haul.
That's
Hey,
true.
The Cowboy was a beast, bro. I love the freaking Cowboy.
You are right, Wolf. And I think about it, I'd
Yeah.
rather take the guy who was here longer.
And
Not a
CMC's
hip-hop.
yet to be
Him
CMC's
and Aldon
determined.
Smith, like he helped Aldon Smith get to the
Hey,
point where
quick
He ma-
question: Who
yes,
was
he
the
did.
worst quarterback ever to be behind center for the Niners, in your opinion? The worst quarterback ever.
Dorsey.
Drunken
DeBerg.
Miller.
Drunken Miller.
Chip Kelly.
Drunken Miller.
In terms of where he was drafted, Drunken Miller. Yeah.
No, not the guy who was the coach of the Florida Gators,
Dorsey?
Steve Spurrier.
Steve Spurrier.
Oh my
Yeah, we
God.
had him. But that was way before my time, though.
What was one dude's name? Carmazzi?
Giovanni Carmazzi. We,
Hey,
we
He was
picked
like a
him
sixth
instead
rounder,
of Brady.
though.
Hey, rest in heaven,
Armani,
Bill
he
Walsh.
was trash too.
Rest in heaven, Bill Walsh. But I think that was Bill Walsh's last pick, and he was supposed to be the next coming after Steve Young. But rest in heaven, my
But he
man,
wasn't
Bill Walsh.
drafted high though. It wasn't like he was a high draft pick. I mean,
They picked him over Brady though.
He was
Yeah, we did.
regarded, but they, Walsh did view him as he could be the next.
Yeah, he thought he
you know?
was the next guy.
You know who Walsh wanted instead of Drunken Miller? Jake Plummer,
That would have been a
Hey,
good
because he
pick.
reminded him of Joe, and he
Jake
did.
the Snake. Jake
Plummer
the
was a
Snake.
good player, but he wasn't anything special though. But he
I
was
think
definitely better
Plummer,
than
if he
Drunken
would have
Miller.
been in the Niners offense, would have been something. But
Yeah, that's true.
whatever. Everybody's old now.
Drunk.
Great finale of season. Would have.
Tom Edward Patrick Brady. We took him in the third round. That's pretty high.
What year was Alex?
That one hitter
Eric-
gave me hardware though. That's
You
true.
trying to eat your microphone, Aaron?
Don't tempt me to do it. I almost did it.
Oh no, Aaron, don't do that, man. We have kids.
Okay.
Wow.
Look what I can do. Oh no.
Look, Mom, no
He
hands.
comes out with the
The
whipped
whole
cream.
thing?
Oh shit.
There's a little bit of apparatus in the way. I don't think that could happen.
Oh,
Ándale.
You're not trying hard enough.
oh no.
It's true. See, if
But,
you guys were playing on Xbox with me, this is the kind of conversations we have in the chat parties. When I say they're R-rated and weird, that's pretty much what you hear.
Do they go dark?
Hey, it's
Very
a
dark.
Saturday Night Live edition, man. So we're rolling, man. Hey, it is what it is, you know.
Let's
Pause.
do it live.
He said pause.
Hey, so
So correction, Terry Dome's right. Carsey was drafted in the 3rd round. We did draft the quarterback in the later rounds.
Big
I think it was Rattay was drafted in the later rounds right before Brady or something like that. I think it was
the
Rattay.
worst
I got
drafter
another
was
one.
Drunken Miller, man.
What was the lowest amount of TDs, passing TDs by 49er?
Alex Smith.
Like 6
I
by
Like
Alex
for a
Smith.
season.
In a season, Alex Smith, he had one, and then
Like
he had
as
one
a team.
touchdown.
As a
a team,
team.
I don't know.
Okay, like what year?
As
like
a team. Yeah, what
as
year?
a collected team,
Tim
as a
Rattay.
whole
I
year.
think it was 2005, right?
I was gonna say something like that.
2007. 2007.
David Carr.
15 total touchdowns, passing touchdowns.
Wow.
That was the year where Alex Smith got hurt his shoulder, right? And then Delphi
Only
took
Carr.
over.
Yeah,
And Dover took over, yeah.
2,600 passing yards total team.
Man,
Like everybody.
what ineptitude. We are so lucky we're living in this era right now with the talent the Niners have. Wow.
Hey, I got a
Think about
question.
this. Frank Gore had 1,100 rushing
Got a
yards that year.
pontificate.
Like he was the entire offense.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a question for y'all. All right,
Eric Armstead said next
we've
question.
seen Purdy basically go 2 touchdowns, 2 touchdowns, 2 touchdowns, and then eventually get 3 touchdowns. Last week he had 4 touchdowns. Let's just do a quick little rapid fire. How many touchdowns is Purdy? And I do want to throw this out there. Purdy was on pace if he would have played the whole season. He arguably was on pace to get 38 touchdowns, close
Something
to
like
40,
that. Yeah, it was
which I think
crazy.
was remarkable. But how many touchdowns do you see Purdy getting tomorrow? I'll just take it off and I'll say, yep. I feel the
Yeah, I
same
think
way. I
3.
feel like he's going to get 3
I
touchdowns.
say 2 on the
tomorrow.
air and 1 on the ground.
Yeah.
I like
Just
it.
not on a
See it?
quarterback sneak up the middle. He's not that big.
Yeah, he's just tiny.
He's so tiny.
It's the heart of the dog. It's the heart of the dog, man. It's
Like
the
that
fight.
No,
Bucs
it was
game.
the heart of his
Hey,
offensive
no.
line pushing him in
Still
last
better,
week.
still better than what
I
what
feel
they
like
did
he's
over
gonna
there.
get smashed. Like
Still
Yeah,
better than
please.
what they did in the Ravens. Go up high, get the ball knocked down and then the guy ran it all the way for a touchdown.
Yo,
Yeah,
David
yeah.
McNiner's trying to get it into the stream or something.
Is he really?
Yeah, it says the link in the description is supposed
It's
to work.
$59.99 for the first 15 minutes.
Hey, but I
We got
agree with
Chatterbait?
Terradome. I agree with Terradome. I think Purdy gets 3 in the air, 1 rush, and then we'll probably have 1 or 2 rushing touchdowns as well by CMC or Mitchell.
I think the Niners put a 40 burger up tomorrow.
Aaron, what made you say the
That's
C
what I
word?
think.
Prime time, baby.
I can guarantee that Jimmy Garoppolo will not throw an interception tomorrow.
Ooh, hot take.
If they make the Super Bowl, he'll be available, though, they said, possibly. Woohoo!
No, they said they're going to make him available
Did
for
you
the
see-
NFC Championship
Oh,
game.
that's
Did you
right,
see
you're
Kyle's
right. No,
face
yeah.
when he was talking about it. Kyle was like trying not to laugh while he was talking about it.
No way.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
there we
bring
go.
him up
Now we're
close.
talking. Now
Oh,
that
there
I
we
have
are.
you all here,
Let's put the wolf on top.
hey, what the mother son of a
Hungry
He was just
like a
liking it.
wolf. What
Let me-
seems
let
to
me
be
see
the
those
opposite
T.O. lips.
problem?
Brian Culp has a
Oh, you got to
question.
be kidding me. Now we're
Hey,
all right. let's
Look at
have
this.
some
I feel
fun.
like we're on what show was that? The Brady
been
Bunch? or whatever?
downsized.
Brady Bunch.
Hey, it looks like a normal Beto stream.
No, we're
Hey,
Look at my little
Everybody.
people.
make sure you wipe your feet.
Wipe your
Essay.
feet and scratch your ass.
Oh,
Make sure you
Hashtag
clean
let
your.
the puto go.
Oh, sorry.
No mommy's
wash
way.
your hands, wipe
Let
your
the puto
face.
go. Let him go. Let him go.
party.
Tommy Huxley. Oh, this shit is good, man. This stuff is good.
This is like
You wanna hear?
the 90s sitcoms where everybody gets their everywhere you look. You know, pop somebody
As a
up.
hunt, as a
Hold on,
hunt.
hold
You can
on,
take me
hold
off
on,
the
go
big
ahead.
screen now.
Wait, hold on, go ahead. We'll finish that.
Everywhere. But you guys have to sing, you know. And then they do the one where
You look like Uncle Jesse.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Jesse
Yeah.
Garoppolo.
look. and it's something song.
That's
All right,
that.
give me down. Give me a
Niner
pretend like you don't
Wolfcats
know the
comedy.
Don't pretend like you don't know the words, Wolf. Like-
I don't.
Not
That's
the
the only
mama.
part I know.
Not the
You guys need
mama.
to-
Hey, I gotta
Yeah.
say,
Hey, but
Kelch, you
holler,
bring
but
on
holler.
great guests.
He's got great guests.
Thank you. Y'all have all been kind to me, man, and you guys have all been dogs to me. You know what I'm saying? Each and every single one of y'all.
Roof.
Hey,
Well,
I also invited some other good dudes. They didn't come through, but
they're not good dudes then.
They are. Hey, who knows?
No,
Sounds
I'm
good,
kidding.
Jeff.
I'm
man.
kidding.
Hey,
I
you guys
get
aren't mad
serious,
at me because I was negative about the Niners. You're not gonna like disown me, right?
Oh man, you're
never
done,
met.
Aaron. You're done, man. It's
everybody.
Terradome says, "I'll take
I am
awesome
unsubscribing
Niners
Everybody
right
follow
now.
his fake account.
Oh, look at the background. I like that. I like that. That wasn't even the
He said it
voice
looks like
thing.
a Mortal Kombat selection screen.
Finish him.
Finish him.
Rip his spine out.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Finish him.
So
Where do the other drugs go?
what?
Yeah, kids today will never know the joy of standing in a big huddle around a Mortal Kombat or a Street Fighter 2 machine.
Man,
Hey, let's
We
do
got
some
this.
score predictions, man. Hey, how y'all feeling? Let's do some score predictions. Let's start with you, Wolf, man. Hey, how do you see this total? How you see this whole entire game playing out, man? I can't
Peter's on the
freaking
big
wait,
screen.
man. I can't freaking wait. Hey, yeah, let's yeah, but go ahead, shoot, Wolf. Shoot.
That was kind of real.
If we go with bro, shit. If we go with the hot,
You
we go with the
don't know
hot
we're
take.
up front, man. Like I almost like
I live in the
Almost
east side. I'm used to those.
Bro.
There literally was shooting at a Burger King down the street, so I might have to dip.
yeah.
They didn't have it their way.
Hey,
No,
type in
definitely not.
Have your way.
type in Vallejo and look at the statistics on Vallejo, man. We're knowing.
Pretty bad.
We're knowing. I just
E40's stopping
You type
ground.
Alejo and it
Type
says
it in.
Raider fans.
type it in. Hey, last year they were just rolling around. It wasn't even gang on gang. Last year they were just broad daylight, main streets, innocent, just for fun. So, but anyways, take it off, Wolf. Or wait, hold on. Let's redo that.
Bang bang Niner gang.
Yeah, at least I knew it was coming this time.
Oh no.
Did you?
Uh,
And they still got you.
let's do that. Let's do that one where with the big screen and the little ones, and then
let's
everybody that does their score predictions, pick them in order. So I had a hot take. You asked me what my hot take would be if I predicted the score. If I could have my dream score,
let's do it.
of course I would want to say 49-0 would be awesome. But in all reality, I think the Cowboys get a touchdown in garbage time. So I would say 34-23, 49ers, and it's going to be more of a landslide win than what the score is going to indicate. Once again, I think
Exactly what I was thinking.
34-23. But let's get 49ers.
I like that
Get
one.
a lot.
All right,
I
next.
like that better than mine.
like
Hey,
that
yeah,
a lot.
who's next? Hey, we'll just go from the top to the bottom. So we got Beto next.
Well, my score prediction is gonna be that we're gonna hit the Cowboys like this, and then we're gonna slap them like that.
And then we're gonna roll them up like this.
And then we're gonna go like this.
Oh,
Oh, pause.
Don't ever do that on
Hey,
screen
do it.
again.
Do
Ever.
it. Do it.
and Beto's
Hey.
gone. Beto's gone. Just
Yeah.
Oh,
That's it.
But
no. Hey, do it, man. Do it.
Um,
I'm taking
You
the
guys ever-
Niners
did-
30,
Sorry, go.
34-24 Niners.
34-20. I like that. Hey, that's 1 point off of Wolves. Yep. I like that.
Hey,
too.
real quick. Did you guys? Sorry to interrupt. Did you guys ever see the Marcos?
And don't interrupt.
The Marcos Maidana. You guys paused. The Marcos Maidana. Marcos Maidana fight versus Adrian Broner. No.
Nah.
So Adrian Broner's like a wannabe Mayweather. Marcos
see
Maidana.
Boner.
Broner.
Broner.
Yeah, might as well.
Broner.
So this dude
How
went
old are we?
Yeah.
They got kind of tied up in the ring, and
Lord.
then Broner like humped him
This
from
just sounds
behind.
all wrong. Boner
seen that.
tied up
I
in the
remember
seen
that. I remember
And
that.
then
Poor
so
Wolf.
later on in the fight, like 3 knockdowns later, Maidana reversed the roles and did it on him because he was knocking the shit out of Adrian Broner.
Pause.
You guys got to
Yeah, I
go
remember
watch
seeing
that
that.
fight, man.
I remember seeing that one.
That's a badass fight.
Send the link in the chat.
Ass whooping, I should say, not a fight.
Aaron.
Go, Aaron. Go, Aaron. Go.
This game is going to be close early, but I think in the end, the Niners pull this one out. I think it's 38-24. I think we get at least one defensive touchdown tomorrow. Don't ask me who or how, but I think that's what happens.
Jimmy Ward.
There it is. There it is.
Get
Pause.
in there. Yeah. Hey. It's the ultimate warrior.
Everywhere you look. Oh, he's muted. You're muted.
38-27.
He's talking to the deaf people. Sign language.
You know? Yeah.
Oh,
Well, we started the show off well, so why can't I, come in here close to the end and, just, mess up too? They're just keeping the theme.
He did his whole intro on mute.
Yeah, dude.
oh no.
I love you, Rich.
Bro, I
That's all good.
remember when I first started streaming, I did my intro and I hadn't even started the thing yet.
Oh, my bad.
You were-
Go ahead.
But yeah, 38-27.
38-27.
I think we're going to
Bosa's
get some
gonna
things.
bite Dak's
Unless we
ear off? What the hell?
Who said
And there you go.
What?
Bosa bite off Dak Prescott's ear.
I don't think
I think there's a chance that
that's
we
Ooh.
I think there's a chance that we break the morale and we kind of start running away.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It could be less than 27 for them, but I think we win by over 10 points.
Like it. I like it. I like it.
What's your score
man.
prediction?
He already said it.
I said
Yo!
38-27.
38-37?
All right, so thank you.
38-27.
27.
What are we
My
doing?
bad.
You're
My bad,
confusing
man.
me.
I'm getting dizzy.
That's what I meant to say.
All right, so
Dizzy,
my score prediction is, let's say, 37-16. I got one more thing to say. Because if you smell what the Brock is cooking. Let's go.
Hey.
Hell yeah.
37-16.
I need me one of those.
Don't forget to put the gunshots in after that.
Pew, 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 pew.
And in this corner.
Who said that? Pew, 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 pew.
Just do it like those rappers, those new rappers we got nowadays. Toot-toot-toot-toot.
In this corner, we have the Whack Pack.
The Whack Pack.
Oh my God.
Hey, did you
This
get
is
the
funny.
prediction, Bash?
Yeah, 37-16.
Oh, okay, I was wrapped up in everything else.
There he is. There he is. All serious. Dale.
Oh, you talking to me?
Got Bubba Ray Dudley on camera
You
right
you
now.
handsome devil. You.
The garage door.
Now I know you're not talking about me. But
No, I'm just
31-20. 31-20 is going to be the score. I
Ooh.
feel like
Come on now.
this team is about to impose their will on the Dallas Cowboys, but I think the
Watch
Cowboys are
we
going to get
lose.
a couple of lucky ones. Like, no, we're not losing. We're not losing.
I'm
Garbage
kidding.
time.
49ers
Tomorrow,
are
on
not
Monday,
gonna
we'll all be on here all. Oh, it's okay, compadre. Next year.
Oh my goodness! Oh my
Wait, who
goodness!
put Rich on there? Put somebody else.
I put
Yeah.
myself on there, man.
That's an imposter. That's not the real Rich.
I'm just kidding. That's not the real, formerly known as First Takes.
Yeah.
all right. My bad.
No, you're good. I'm still thinking. I
Let's
almost
go in
feel
the
like
toilet.
Is he back in the chat?
What was that? Hey, we got Dion
Say his
up in
name,
there.
Aaron. Say his name. You know that name.
Yeah.
Say it. Say it.
Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and just shoot. I'm gonna just go ahead. Hey, I'm gonna lay it all the way down. I think the Niners are gonna have their best game of the year. Oh, well, hold on. Why is it sounding like that? Oh, that's on Dion's end. Why it's hey, but I think we're gonna have the best game of the
Dion.
year. I think we are going to have our best game of the freaking year. I'm gonna say I've been keeping it around the score predictions like y'all. I think I've said 31-17. I think I said 33-24 or something like that. But I'm going to go ahead and just get crazy with it, man. I'm going to say we're going to put up 45-17, man. I think we're going to
Damn.
put up
Did you say
4-5
Oh, two counts.
Speak it into existence. That's what I'm talking about.
with the 4-5 with the big 4-5 coming
I
out.
like it.
Pew, pew, pew.
I like it.
Right. Yeah, that's what it's about to cut. Hey, what up, Dion? Hey, how you doing, bro?
Where's
You
Dion?
Cowboys
Hey,
gonna have a big
Dion's
one.
here.
It's up to 45 points.
How you doing?
What's good? What's
What up,
good,
y'all?
everybody? What's going on?
What's up, man?
Going on?
Hey, you got 5 minutes. You 3 to 5 minutes. Just go ahead.
Everybody
and
can
wax,
leave now.
man.
Dion's here. Let's go.
Wow, that's y'all hilarious. No, man, this is gonna be a wild one, man. Boy, that
just
beat down at the Eagles game was harsh. But
Yeah.
to me, to be honest with you, it's very simple. It's us going in there and punching them in the mouth and making things hard for them. You know what I'm saying? I have to say, shout out to you, Rich. The overlay, the outline, everything is dope. You got homeboy who wound up getting kicked out the crib because he took a side piece to the game and everything. So that just makes me laugh, man. But I honestly don't think we lose. I'm sticking to my 34-14 prediction. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely going to be awesome. And I think that we, all we got to do really is run the ball, control the clock. We can get the play action rolling. Brock will be out there doing his thing. I just don't see any way that we can really lose. I know they got talent on, both sides of the ball for them. They are formidable. I'll give them that much. Your CD Lambs and your Tony Pollards, that to an extent. But, for me, I just don't see a reason why anybody is going to be able to beat us. Philly looked a little scary tonight, not going to lie. They look very dominant, but then I had to think about it like it's the Giants. Like they don't have no playoff experience, and there's not much there for them to go on. So for me, I just was like, all right, well, they beat up on the Giants. It is what it is, and hell, who's the only person that scored a touchdown in that game? An ex-49er by the name of Matt Breida. You know what I'm saying? Who, by the way, was the fastest man in the league as a Niner at 22.09 miles per hour. And then Raheem Mostert came in at 23.09 miles per hour and blew that out the box. So no, Tyreek Hill, once again, you are not the fastest man in the NFL. You can stop lying to yourself.
And they're both brittle as hell too.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, they can't stay healthy to save their life. They hit that speed one time and then is it. Actually,
no,
90-yard
run in them and then they blow a hamstring.
That's fact.
Speaking of real quick, man, that burst, that second gear Debo hit on that 80-yard touchdown. I know you guys saw that, man. He pulled that shit.
Yeah, because he slowed up.
Yeah,
he slowed up because he was like, I think he was doing what some runners can't do, and he waited for the block to be set up to kick it in the high gear. Sometimes that's what happens. Hey, did y'all see the interview with Trent Williams where they was asking him about getting leveled by Juice?
Yeah, he was telling Juice to get out of here.
I was dead. He made me laugh so hard, bro. He just kind of looked at him like, nah, man, sorry, I ain't gonna cut it this time. That's not, nah. Like, you know who I am? I'm the best offensive lineman in the game, and you just put me on my ass like I was nobody. Like, what are we doing here? Juice, you got to get it together, bro. Like,
I think it low key bothered him too. He's laughing about it, but I would not mess with him. Oh my god!
Hey, Juice should have hit him with that scene from they did it about CMC from The Longest Yard. That's how a white man run the ball.
I'm dead.
That should have been.
That was Steve Austin. He was walking around. He's like, that's how a white man played the guitar. Like, yeah, he was on. We got a super chat right here.
They did that. They said when CMC ran the ball on the Seahawks and they took that scene from The Longest Yard, that shit was hilarious, man.
Oh yeah, man.
I gotta put that on my shorts.
Hey,
I know y'all been here for a minute.
So. I excused this one a minute ago, but I gotta hit this up real quick for good old Steve-O Supremo with the faithful rise up. Yeah, let's get it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that sound effect is amazing. Like when Rich know when he shout me out, if I'm just in his chat, I need the sound effect with the yee. It's not gonna work just regular, And then he schooled me on how that's actually used. See, I didn't know because I'm not from the Bay, so He told me. So Melissa Noel, she says we have all the tools to win this game, especially if we get the bad version of Dallas coming off a shorter week and them having to travel. Number 6, loading. I like it.
Loading.
I like it a lot.
Lombardi number 6, Lodi, man.
Yeah, we in there, man.
What was your take on the Eagles game tonight?
I appreciate all the super chats. Hey, I do want to say, man, I'm new to being monetized, and I do want to say I appreciate all the love from everybody that everybody's been giving, man. I really do appreciate it. Real talk. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, them super chats are awesome.
Congratulations.
Yeah, man. Congrats on that, and congrats to everybody that's out there supporting Rich out here, man. He do good work. Anybody here, man. Yeah. Anybody here, man, you got to be happy. Look at this layout, bro. We got a cowboy crying in the corner, and then another one cowering in the corner. We got the blue bag of chips, Doritos, nacho gear. Like he did it. He did it the way that a true Niner fan does it. What people don't understand is we want to talk this shit because that's how we feel. Look, we got the MJ crying. Look at
the 10-year challenge.
Bro, I love it. I love every second of this, bro.
I put a Dallas Cowboys sticker on my broken vacuum.
That sucks now again. I'm dead.
Oh no!
Oh man,
we suck again.
Oh no! We suck again. Get away! Hey.
Oh, look at that ugly-looking mofo.
Look at don't take this picture down. Don't take this picture down. Let me narrate it.
Tony.
I'm having technical difficulties.
That's my quarterback.
They're gonna have that same.
All right, let's narrate it.
All right, so this is exactly what happens. So I'm gonna be his girl at home. Bitch, do you see him on TV with this? Oh no, he is not. I swear. I'm putting all his shit in a paper bag. I'm gonna throw bleach in it. I'm about to throw some comment on top of it, and I'm gonna set it on fire. I'm gonna piss in his Jordans. I'm gonna kick him right the fuck out. You think he coming home to me? That's what we not doing today. And then look at this little side piece. Ain't she raggedy? She ugly. I don't understand this. How the hell he gonna take her to the game but not take me to the game? Yeah, he's done. He's done.
Dumbo can fly away.
And I don't. I can tell this about her. He likes the Cowboys. That's enough.
Yeah. Hey, look, now that picture that you just showed of Eric Armstead doing his celebration was actually him laughing at the fact that this dude wound up getting kicked out the house after taking the L. So you took 2 L's in one day. You got caught slipping with your side piece, and you lost, and they lost the game. And then Trent was laughing at y'all too.
Look, they're in the stands, which is up on a pedestal. And he's still like 3 feet taller than everybody.
It never, I don't care what nobody says, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. But we get the dub, man, 34-14. You know what I'm saying? Go in there, punch these little cowgirls in the mouth, fly out to Philly, and snatch their soul. And Nick Sirianni ain't going to be as buff and boisterous as he was, in the game. He was in the camera like, he was getting on my nerves. We on him. Yeah, no, you're not going to do that. When we bring you down to earth, it's going to hurt.
That's why. That's the only time I'd ever miss Belichick, because Belichick would make that man freaking cry in his cornflakes.
Mm-hmm. What was that, Beto? What'd you say after?
I do like, even though he's the Eagles coach, but I do like that attitude though. Like get in front of the camera, like we're bad at.
Right. I mean, you gotta have the bravado, and you gotta be, a little boastful about it, especially when you kicking somebody ass 38-7. You have rights to talk crap, but the difference is you there right now because you played a weak Giants team. Yeah, let me explain this: when you come up against us, bro, we fully healthy too, and we activated Jackrabbit. Along with who else? It was a D lineman. Who else?
Alex Barrett.
Barrett. So that just tells you we solid. I really wish they would just give Drake Jackson back his spot though. I'm low key upset
He's
about
still
it.
deactivated, right? He's not active.
No, and I don't like it. I don't understand how a man with the most batted passes in the NFL for a defensive lineman can't get no play. He can get no burn on the field.
That is weird. That is weird.
And you think about it, if you have a
things like
defensive end there, the only defensive end that we have on this team right now that can possibly catch Jalen Hurts if he starts to run off is possibly Drake Jackson.
Yeah,
I do understand the strategical standpoint from the defensive tackles and Kinlaw if he gets injured and this, that, and other. But man, I'm kind of, I would like to see the most talented people. I get it. There's a strategy to it.
Yeah,
you know. But at the same time, you never know, man. You never know. Sometimes there could be some stuff behind the scenes. And when it comes to Kyle Shanahan's doghouse, when it comes to certain rookies, it don't matter what time it is. You just never know. But go ahead, my man Wolf, because I heard you say something about I know why.
Oh yeah, I think with all these interviews going on, D'Amico Ryans just wants to show like Robert Saleh. You know, Robert Saleh still had that top 5 defense without Nick Bosa in 2020. So D'Amico Ryans is like, well, I'm gonna have a top defense in the playoffs without Drake Jackson. How about that?
How about that? How about them?
Catch me outside. How about that?
Catch me outside. How about that?
Hey guys,
OnlyFans. How about that?
I gotta get going, but great. Thank you for having me on.
Go.
Great being on here with all you guys. Hopefully we kick ass tomorrow. Let's go.
Yeah, go.
Same to you guys. Same to you guys. It's midnight on my side of the world.
Yeah,
I appreciate you having me on. I appreciate Ryan for having my back with all the craziness that's been happening the last couple of days. And I'll see. I love all you guys, man, and go Niners.
Go Niners.
Yes, sir. Go Niners.
Go Niners.
Oh, baby, let's get it. Let's go.
Yeah, it looked like y'all been for almost 2 hours. We gotta end this joint anyway.
Yep.
We were having a bunch of fun, man.
Yeah, man, it was good times, you know. And just for anybody in the chat that did catch, you know, even
Appreciate
you know,
it,
I had a moment of coming out of character, talking about come correct and whatnot. But you know, hey, man, that's what being a fan is all about. Whether you're 49er fans, but as long as you can have those little riffraffs and come back together and come correct, like even myself, you know what I'm saying? So everybody's going to be different. You know, don't let it divide people. Don't let it stir stuff up and let it create something more than what it is. And I'm preaching to myself as well. I continuously grow, man, but I appreciate everybody who came on, everybody who, Wolf, man, hey, I can feel the fire, my man, when you be talking about marks and stuff, man. I enjoy it, man. I enjoy it. Hey, Beto, you be coming with the humor and stuff. Just everybody got their own flavor and their own style. Thank you for the kind compliments, my man. Dion coming through, Roland. Ryan's always rocked with me. Hey, man,
we gotta do this more often, man.
Let's do it. Hey, let's do. You know, this is the
post
first
game.
I think this is the first time I ever did Saturday. You know, being with the family and whatnot, but. You know, it was kind of cool to do a Saturday night live edition. That's kind of what I wanted to do, you know, just make it a little lighthearted, have some fun, you know, because sometimes it's always serious. Who's got the best strategy? Who's this, that, and other, you know, sometimes and I'm not knocking any of that because that's what it is to be a fan, man. You want to know
just to be crazy and just let your hair down and have fun.
Hey, look at me. I'm still lightweight tense, but it is what it is, you know.
Dude, I haven't been waiting for like forever.
Oh, did y'all hear the locksmith rap this week?
Oh yeah.
Bars. Like super bars. Locksmith?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know Lock? Oh my god, bro, you're asleep. I need to wake you up.
Give me the link.
I got you. I got you, Ryan. I got you. Let me just tell you this.
My alarm?
It's like Locksmith is he's so hard, bro. Like his bars are insane. He does one for us every week since we've been in the playoffs, and it's just crazy how his bars are literally like that hard. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Here I got you. Roll up. I got you.
Know who R.A. the Rugged Man is?
I heard of him, but I've never listened to his music. I heard of him though.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Hey, if y'all want to say any final words though, we're about to dip up out of here. We can always talk backstage. Hey, let's get it. Sure. Let's go. Hey, we're about to beat the brakes off of the Dallas Cowboys. I got supreme confidence in that. Man, let's get it, man. Niner Empire, whatever you call it. There's no way to do a fan wrong. Whether you call it the nation, the faithful, the empire. I
Thank
don't care
you.
what it is. Hey, just like Peter says, man, hey, I don't care how you get it, just get it.
Just
You know,
get it.
come through, hey, because we're doing big things. We're about to, it's on and cracking tomorrow. You know, I know we're all going to be juiced up. Hey, y'all stay up, y'all stay safe, y'all stay blessed. Until next time, peace.